I hope. All right. Welcome, everybody.
Are we on?
Yeah.
Hey, welcome everybody. Super happy to be here. Let's see. What are we calling it? This the Junk Journal Project collab, right?
Junk Journal Project collab.
Yeah. Welcome.
Hello.
So where are we live? Tell us about where we're at and stuff.
So let's take a look. So looks like we are good to go on YouTube. So hello, YouTube. We are live
All right.
on
Hey,
my
YouTube.
TikTok channel. We're slowly trickling in here. So I'll wait for some people to trickle in. And
okay.
I am going to pull up my website real quick. There it is.
Right.
All right. Hello, welcome guys. I see Darla.
Welcome.
AZG Inspiration, Stephanie, Tina. I have Dawn. I see Desiree.
I should open these, huh? Or at least YouTube.
No, I can read it for you if you want to.
Oh, hold on.
Definitely, Cheryl. Cheryl says, thank you for having this. Looking for inspiration. Hi from
Cheryl.
Cape Cod. Hi from Chicago, Alberta, New York, Oregon. If I miss you, sorry. Glendale, Arizona, Florida. I know we have a Glendale out here. Hey, Desiree. Desiree says hi over on TikTok. Let's see, we have...
Oh, hi, Loki.
Yeah. She's in Ontario, Canada. We have in Ontario here, too.
Are most people on TikTok?
Nope. Both.
Okay, great. So I'm going to open up YouTube and see if I can keep an eye on that.
Okay. West Virginia.
And then on those,
Texas.
That feed.
Hi, Charlene.
Oh, see, so that's, okay, hold on.
Making sure you guys can hear us both okay. No echoes, no weirdness.
Okay.
Well, we're weird, but yeah. My brother said he don't know about the weirdness.
All right. And let me...
Can you hear both of us? Okay, sounds good on YouTube.
21 on YouTube. Hey.
What about over on TikTok? How you guys hearing us over there? All good on TikTok?
This is pretty amazing.
I like it. I was like so happy.
How did you figure that out? All right, cool. Thanks, guys.
Nice, nice, nice. Good. Okay, perfect. So we'll wait just a tiny bit more.
All right. Hey,
Sorry,
Charlene.
we were a couple of minutes
Anita,
late.
Darla.
But we are all good.
Cheryl, Tina. Hi, Tina. Haven't seen you in a while.
I see Lara over on TikTok. Darla. I haven't seen Darla in a while.
This is so fun. So fun.
There's so many people. Hello, everybody.
Did everybody get their supplies together, or are you guys going to be doing this along with us, or are you guys going to be, getting your stuff after and then just watching the replay? Oh, I'm glad you're here, Tina.
Oh, I hear my mailman. See if my mailman's not all like, what the heck? Thanks to you, every day I get to make my mailman just a little bit matter.
Ooh, I'm super excited. I haven't got a chance to use my new line thingy.
Oh yeah? Oh, you got it already? Well, yeah, I figured. Yeah.
What do you call it?
Just the line guide.
I got it. Yeah, I got it a long time ago.
See, Desiree's doing a 3x5 MIDI. You're waiting on YouTube.
Right.
We should be up on YouTube. It's on a different YouTube, so you got to go to the link. It's on our Junk Journal.
Yeah, it's the Junk Journal
Retreat.
Junk Journal
Retreat. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's at Junk Journal Retreat. So if you're trying to, if you were trying to go over to the tube, at Junk Journal Retreat, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's taking my packages. Yay. Okay.
All right. Charlene's ready to go.
Charlene's all ready.
Anita's
All
ready
right.
to go.
So for a recap, you guys, if you need
Debbie's
to,
just listening.
yeah. So let me see. I'm gonna list them real
Sorry,
quick.
go ahead.
The supplies in case you need anything. So you need an 8x9 piece of either like leather, fabric, or felt. A piece of like 8.5 by 11 chipboard or cereal box. 1 or 2 pieces, whatever you've got. Any kind of base color cardstock, about 6 pieces or some 12 by 12 pieces, just to cover your cover if you need to, if you want to. Just any kind of papers and some filler paper. You need about 12 pieces of filler paper. It can be like old mail, envelopes. So like I've got these glassine bags. I have some doilies that I got. I have some old book pages. It's like crossword
I use
puzzles.
Happy Planner pages.
Yeah, I have like, I like getting my old like planner stuff. I got some
Right.
notebooks.
Yeah, the ones I didn't.
Yeah, I have a lot of
I
those.
haven't used.
I have a bunch of those. See, it looks like I was
they're
stamping.
cool. Some of them have boxes on it, and they already have lines. Oh, that's cute.
Oh, I like using these. These are like old patterns that like I don't have the directions to or anything anymore.
Yes.
These always come out cute.
Yes.
Oh, here's my old planner pages.
Super cute.
Oh, you guys get to see like a slight preview of a new paper because it keeps getting jammed in my printer right now. It's getting on my nerves, but new papers.
Oh,
papers.
so pretty.
So yeah,
Really,
just
really pretty.
get yourself your stack, and then you just need elastic cording, crocodile or anything to punch a hole or an awl, 5 eyelets, an eyelet setter. Crocodiles basically do that too. Fast drying glue or double-sided tape, a paper cutter, a bone folder, and optional. Oh, Kristi, get back, you gotta look. I've been waiting to show you this like all weekend. So optional if you want to have if you have the book cover ultimate guide tool, that'll help you a little bit after. Kristi walked away when I was going to show it. You got to be right there, Kristi. Look. Can she hear me?
Get out of here.
So this is
now
the
you know
book
I
cover
have to
ultimate guide
order
tool.
one of those too.
When I order it, you're getting one of those.
I love
I just
that
realized
color.
my 2 tools fit together. Yeah, they fit together. That's what they're supposed to do.
Fantastic.
But yeah, I
Oh
was
my
like,
gosh.
I need one.
Love that.
We need a Halloween one. So these are going to be very limited though, guys. I'm not going to have them that long. They are going to come in the 2 colors though. So you'll have either one. But we're not going to have them that long. It's just going to be for about a month or so, and we're not going to do too many of them. They're going to have to go pre-order, so we know who wants them.
Limited edition.
Limited edition. He might even put numbers on them, actually. Yeah.
Oh, I need to gather some.
I was so happy when he did it, and we did it with like the black instead. So the letters are black on both sides this time, so it'll be cool. Yeah, I love the orange. The orange and purple came out cute. I've been waiting to show you all weekend, Kristi. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, your tools fit together. They're supposed to snap into each other. That so that you can use the line guide at the same time. Let's see. Glad you're doing better, Ricky. Let's see. I will need to watch and then complete the project later. Things took me away from gathering supplies this morning. Definitely, it'll be replayed on the tube after. Listening for now. I have trouble doing and following. Not a problem. Yeah, we made the Halloween color. Let's see if I missed anything else. Yeah, there's gonna be a replay on the tube. I can't completely say the word, just so you guys know, because of TikTok. Tube doesn't really care about that, but TikTok does. Glad this day was available. Have doctor's appointments. Yeah, definitely. All right, so.
Darla says she loves the colors. Tina says, I'd love the orange one.
Yeah, we got Desiree says the same thing. I
Me
love
too.
the orange.
Love that orange one.
You're using all scraps. Very cool, Desiree. That's our point. Let's do them. Let's do scraps today. I do need that tool. Thought I had it. Want the purple for sure.
We got 32 here. How many on TikTok?
35.
Oh, I should turn my lights on.
We got 35 on the TikTok. All right, and there we go.
Area here.
All right, we're gonna get started in just a bit, guys. I think we've waited long enough now. There we go.
Yep.
So we'll make announcements after. Sound like a plan?
Yes.
Okay.
Am I going first or are you?
Go first because I'm gonna have to move my camera. Or do you have to move yours
fine
too?
for me. Huh?
I said you got to move your camera too.
I do.
Okay, so go ahead, and then when you're ready.
So okay, hang on one sec. Let me.
All right.
Gotta fix something.
So we're just Kristi's gonna start us off putting together all our bits and pieces. She just has to move her camera real quick, and then after her, I'll move mine. If anybody has any questions, just let us know.
It's gonna show upside down for a second, but I'm gonna fix it. So hang on. Just need to click a button.
And let me put her full screen. There we go. Let me know you guys should be able to see her all nice and full screen.
Right. Okay, so first, before I get started showing you how to do it, I want to show you, I was looking at the supplies list and I wanted to make sure to have each one of these from the materials that we told you guys to pull together. And so I wanted to kind of show you, sorry about I have a delay here, so hang on a sec. Here we go. So I wanted to show you how to make a traveler's journal out of fabric, leather, or paper. Okay, because I realize that not everybody's going to have leather, and this is actually the first one that I made. So let's see. Let me make that bigger. Okay, so basically, this is what the traveler's journal is going to look like on the outside. We're going to have to do it a little bit differently for the paper one, but generally speaking, the eyelets are configured this way. And the reason for that is because these two are not sewn in. They're actually removable. And then that way you can, what did I just do? That way you can change them if you need to. And that's a thing I really, really love, is that you can just make another signature and change that. And so this just slips right back in here. And since the two are on the same piece of elastic, they get held in really, really nicely. And then there's a beaded piece of what is this? Elastic. Sorry, guys. So here is the fabric one. And if you're going to do fabric, you're going to want to perhaps use something like a placemat. And so this is the placemat that I used. And what's cool about this is that you can actually put something inside if you wanted to put like a heavier piece of paper inside. I didn't do that because I didn't think of it, but all I did was just cut it, and then I did the same, basically the same thing, only I didn't put any eyelets in, and it was fine. So if you don't have eyelets and you don't have the tools that I have, that's a way that you can also do it. Hang on, Bella. Sorry, guys. So, and I added a little bit of beads there just for fun. The third one I wanted to show you, which is the one I'm going to do today, is going to be out of paper. Oh, I'll show you another way you can do it out of paper, but you can still get this whole effect. This one out of paper, I just did 3 holes, and this is by far going to be the easiest way to do it. I still have two separate signatures on one piece of elastic, one slipped underneath this. So it still works that same way, which is really super cool, but it's much easier to do. And you don't have to have, you know, leather and leather tools or a placemat or anything like that. Here's one though that I did out of paper, and I did do that configuration of the eyelets. And of course it works, you know, just this same way. I didn't make the signatures, so sorry. But you can also do it this way, where you actually have a spine here. So the paper that I used and that I will be using today will be, I believe it's a 270 GSM paper. A couple of the tools that I'll be using today are I'm going to use this big crocodile, but I'll show you how to do it if you don't have that. And I'm going to use this small crocodile. You can do this with just your hole punch and an eyelet setter. Okay, so maybe I'll just show you guys how to do it that way. Well, maybe not with the eyelet setter. No, I'm going to have to actually use both of those. But you can totally do it if you have just the eyelet setter that, you know, you do it by hand and, you know, use a hammer like this to set the eyelets. So let's get started. And the size that I made these is, I believe that, okay, it's 8 this way, 8 tall, 9 wide. So I'm going to just mark this like this because I want to be able to follow something with my small cutter. And I don't want to dirty the I was going to say fabric, but the paper. Okay, so I want it to be 8 tall, 9 wide. Make sure I got it. Just about. And then I'm going to score it at 4.5. I'll fold it over. And if you are just going to, if you're going to fold it this way rather than this way, I'll show you how to do this. Now this way you won't probably set any eyelets, but I can do it again. But the way that I did this was just to put this in to do like a half punch. And what that does is it gives you a circle. Okay? So that way you don't have weird looking punch holes. So I'm just going to do that in 3 different places. Okay. So that's what we end up with. And I think I'll just use these guys here. And these ones are 8 by 8, I believe. Yeah. These ones are 8 by 8s. You can do them not 8 by or 9 by 8s if you want to. This is just how I did it the other day. And the paper that I will use for the inside is just going to be, I'm just going to use some regular paper. Find some good colors to match. So I'll use some yellow. Oh, this is cardstock. So I'll use some yellow. And I'm going to use, you can use 6 to 10, 6 to 12, whatever it is you want. I'm just going to use 6. And 6 for this one. This one will be for the kitties. 4, 5, 6.
That was not hot enough yet.
Let's set this aside for a second and cut some paper. So I want it to be 8 across because they're going to be 8 by 8, right? So I'm going to cut off 3 inches and set that aside. And maybe I'll use it for something else later. Actually, it'll probably go into my big file. I don't know if you guys saw my organization video. It's on my YouTube channel, but I have a big file. Oops, not quite done yet. Hey, Myrna, welcome. And I'm just gonna take about a 1/2 inch off of here. And make these basically a square. I just eyeballed that, but it'll be okay. So next I'll just, I mean, you guys have seen us make signatures like a million times, so that's the reason why I'm kind of going through this pretty quickly. But for those of you who never have made a signature or don't really even know what it is, it's just basically a little book of paper. You can use lots and lots of different kinds of paper, but because we're doing two projects, I'm just going through quickly. And let's see. So there's a lot of ways that you can bind this into
TikTok is saying that it's restricting
your
the video for the For You page because it's not
how you can bind this into your
that it doesn't look like original content.
cover.
I'm wondering if it's because she
and
has
one
a
way that I
frame
really
around her
like doing is just sewing right
picture.
down the center. It's
Around
super
her
quick and
video.
easy. And so if you have a sewing machine, you know, you can just sew right
It
down
just
the
has, like,
center.
her
and that is really
logo
kind of
and
my
her logo on
preferred
the top
way.
and the bottom.
On this one over here, though, I didn't even bother binding these because I figure it's holding all the pages in, right? And so if you don't want to bind it, you don't really have to even do that if you don't want to. And it'll hold it in. But if you intend on taking it out to use it or whatever, I would recommend binding that for sure. So let's see. I'll go ahead and do a quick pamphlet stitch binding for this. And so all I ever use for this are embroidery. Sorry, you guys, I don't have words today for some weird reason. This is just embroidery cotton and a needle that has a big eye on it. Not like I, like the letter, but let's see. Oh, you guys hear my kitty?
I did not hear it. You're all good. We lose words. Hey, TikTok, make sure you guys tap, tap, tap.
This is my 17-year-old cat.
Oh, I don't think she can hear me. Can you hear me?
And so she does that sometimes. I'm not sure exactly why, but it's not like an in-heat thing or anything like that, or a pain or anything. It's just that's how she wants to get attention. And when she has my attention,
TikTok, tap, tap, tap.
I am not allowed to stop petting her. So let's see. Cut this real quick.
It's actually only 8 people on TikTok now.
And so to do the pamphlet stitch, I'm going to need to poke some holes first. And I will do that. I think I'll just use this paper. And so I'm going to start in the middle. That way I can kind of work outward. And I want to make sure that I get my all the way through. Ha ha ha. And you just want to make a big enough hole so that the needle that you're using is going to be able to fit through. I think that this is going to fit through, but it's going to be a little tight, but that's all right. Not a problem.
What?
And so
it's under my misfit.crafter. It took it off the For You page, so basically no one's going to come in except for the people that already found it. And if they share it.
And you guys are getting kind of a little sneak peek of some paper, a new paper set that I have too. So sometimes it's like that. Right, so I'm going to start by putting my needle from the inside to the outside and leaving about 5 inches or so of a tail on the inside. Next thing I'm going to do is I guess I'll go to the bottom. I'll go through the bottom hole. All my animals have decided to communicate with me all at the same time. So now I'm pulling it into the center, and I am going to go back into the center hole, back out to the outside, and then I am going to go into the top. So there's really only about 4 or 5 stitches that you have to do for this. And then when you get here, what I like to do is to put this underneath the stitch that's down here, and then tie these into a bow. I don't know if there's any other way to do this, but that's the way I usually do it, and it keeps it nice and tight, not too tight. But so I do 2 knots, and then since I've got these tails, I'll go ahead and just Oh,
Oh,
maybe I
is it
won't.
raining? Is it raining? No.
Let's see. Let me do the 2 bunny ears way. Then I can fix this. Well, anyway, you get the idea. So there we have it. So that's one, and I'm going to pretend that I also bound this one, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to. All right. So now that I got these guys together, I'm going to put them both on the same piece of, I'm not sure why that's so loose. I'm going to tie this again because that's just too loose for me. Oops. So you don't want these to be like this one to be like super, super tight, but just tight enough to hold them together nicely. And then to make the, let's see how I did this. Yeah. So to make the cover out of paper, or cardstock, I should say. I am just going to cut a piece that's like double the height of the book. So the downside to just doing it this way is that you see the elastic on the outside. Being that these are black, it's not that big of a deal really. And so, but if you had a different color or something, it might be a problem for you. It just depends. So I'm going to go ahead and just tie a knot in here, and this is going to be what's going to hold in my signatures. But before I do that, I want to get another piece of elastic, and what I'll do is just do probably like, well, one length, which is as long or as wide as the width. Does that make sense? And so I'm just going to tie a knot in the end of this, and you can add beads and things like that if you want to. And it actually is a good idea to add something like a charm or something to the end of it. But let's see. Let's see if it works without it. A knot might be enough. So then you put it through. Yeah. And now you have your closure, which is a super easy way to do that. And I'm in love with that way because for a long time, I kind of struggled with closures, you know. So now I know how to do that. I'm putting this inside of here. And here we go. So if you know how to do it with paper, you're going to know how to do it, or you're going to be able to do it with, you know, with leather, if you work with leather, with fabric, whoops, as well. So I'm not sure. Oh, maybe that was where that, oh, here. I went and took it apart. So I guess that's it. So actually, wait a minute. Oh, this came apart. Make sure to knot this twice. Okay. So for this one that has the 2 holes here and the 2 holes here, the only difference is going to be that you're going to slip the first signature into and underneath both of those. And then, you know, you'll be able to just put your closure over it. So does anyone have any questions about that? And so if you wanted to use fabric or leather, you know, or anything that's going to be able to just kind of curve rather than fold, because paper is not going to do that, you know? So that's the reason why I folded it that way. The configuration of the eyelets is just 2 all kind of within an inch, you know, and within an inch from the top, 2 within an inch from the bottom. Of course, you can configure those a little bit differently. It doesn't have to be exact, and you want one here in the middle. So if you want to do it this way, even with paper, you'll just need to make a spine, and then you'll need to have, you know, your eyelet setter. I used this. I don't really recommend, you know, buying this just to make this one hole. I would more recommend just getting, if you don't work with eyelets a whole lot, you know, just get a set that has a bunch of eyelets and the 2 little pieces for the eyelet setter. But this is what I used to put this eyelet in here because I have it. And this is what I used the crocodile to do these others as well. But you don't need those things. They're pretty expensive. And so I kind of like to tell you guys how to do stuff inexpensively. And so one last thing for the closure, you can use, you know, almost anything. It's better to use something flat here, but this is a bead cap, just one of the flatter bead caps that I had. This one is, it's like a little flying saucer bead. It's a spacer bead. Hang on a second. Charlene, I see your question, but I'm not sure I understand it, but I think it's because of the site. Hold on just one second. Oh, there's a heart there, so I don't know. What measurement did you use for the spine?
Half an inch.
On which one? Is it this? This one is about a half inch, yeah. And what I would recommend for this would be to make sure that both of these, both of the eyelets are actually not on the spine like this one, or else it turns out looking like this and, you know, creating a weird fold there, where this one, I don't have that. I would maybe even move them over just a little bit too. So, and this is really nice. Here, let me put a couple of these in here so that you can see. What this one looks like with the spine, because this might be the way you might want to go, just so you can get that, the whole, you know, oops, I'm doing this wrong. The whole grommet, the whole eyelet, bunch of eyelets on there. And it doesn't look so much like a craft project. All right. Takes a little bit of doing to get this in, but it's not a big deal. Not sure where all this is coming from, but oh, I see. So this is what this looks like. Well, this is a little big, but at any rate, you see what I mean. So they fit actually a little bit better here. So the spine actually makes it able to be more of kind of a book thing. So anyway, if anybody has any questions, go ahead and ask. And I think I need to give this to Monique now. And so I am going to toss it over.
Hey guys, let me get the pin off. There we go.
Okay.
All right, let me. My video go away? You guys can hear me. I know you guys can hear me, but let me turn back on me. There we go. All right, you guys can see my mess because I was playing along. Everybody can hear me okay? Just let me know. Make sure I am back. I don't know if Kristi can hear me. So we did have a question from TikTok. Are we using the supplies from the list for this? Yes, so the supplies from the list we're definitely using. And let's see, you hear me fine? Okay, cool. Yep, okay, perfect. Yeah, if you guys had any questions, let me know and I can go ahead and let her know in the chat. Just so you guys know, so I ended up using felt for mine that I'm gonna put my cover on, and what I did was get 2 pieces of felt and pressed them together with this. So it's the Heat and Bond Ultra Bond. It's basically like double-sided tape, but instead of it being sticky, you have to heat it instead. Yeah, this is like, I like using felt just because it's nice and soft, but this is like the Ultra Bond. I like it because it makes it just a little stiff, but it's still nice and squishy. So you can see I bonded the 2 of them together. And I'm just adding my grommets in, and then since it's already a 9x12, I just left the flap on so it'll cover like that when it's done. It should still keep the cover on it. Let me get you guys just a little more that way. Let's see. There we go. So yeah. The only thing I don't have for mine is like the little extra piece that goes over it. I never understood how to use those, so I'm going to finish mine after, but because I'm really excited to make it out of it like that. She found a new way to do the 2 little holes up here, which I thought were freaking awesome, which I love. And let me grab my travelers. So basically the book she made, you can fit any of your traveler's notebook size ones in there. So this is just my little traveler's notebook that I use with a bunch of samples in it. This is the one that I used for our last retreat for a bunch of samples and stuff. So it fits perfect in there, nice and protected. So you can just throw it like in a purse or whatever. And it just makes it a little bit easier. Hello, Lori. Yeah, so you can just like throw them in. That's the whole cool thing about a traveler size one. And you can put like extra ones when you have the elastic in there. You just shove them under there and you have the extra elastic to put everything in. So what I'm going to show you though is similar, but I'm going to show you how to make a hardcover for the same thing. So it's pretty simple, particularly if you have the tool. If you don't have the tool, that's okay. You can still do it. Let me just get my little crocodile out of the way. I've had mine for years, and I always get mine like super sale. So look out for super sales, look for good coupons, because you can use coupons on these on a lot of places. So if you do want to get yourself a crocodile, just get the big one instead of getting the small one, so you don't end up, or if you want both, get both. I do have both, but like I said, it's because I ended up getting them at really good prices each time, which is really fun. So I have my elastic cording right here. So all you're going to need for this is either cereal box, some chipboard. So I have chipboard that I always have for when I pack my papers. I sell printed and digital paper designs. So I always have chipboard on hand, but I've used cereal boxes, candy boxes, you name it, I've used it to make a cover. So all you need to do is kind of to think, what size cover are you going to need for your book? So this is an 8.5 by 11 piece of chipboard, but if you have a cereal box or anything, it might be just a little bit bigger. So we're going to go ahead and cut this. So I'm thinking, like, for my book, I probably want it to be about 4.5, maybe 5. I'm going to do 5 just because stuff can stick out for this one. So I'm just going to cut my chipboard 5 inches and another 5 inches. And then you just need enough for a spine. So you can either do like a 1-inch spine, or you can make it a little bit bigger. I think I'm going to make mine just a tiny bit bigger. And I'm going to do a 1.5-inch spine. That should allow me to put 2 of my travelers. That might actually only fit 1, but yeah, it'll fit 1 of my travelers, but this one makes it really, really simple. And basically you just have to make sure that you have enough for your book. You need your book covers and you need a spine. That's it. So let's get this guy out of the way. And then the same way, if you wanted to like make this out of felt, but so that you have a little bit of a stiffer like filling to this, you can also use the same heat and bond to bond it to cardstock, chipboards. It can actually go to chipboard and anything else. It actually will bond it pretty nicely if you want to make it just a little bit harder. So that's what we're basically doing. So you could use felt to cover this, fabric to cover this. All of those would work, and it helps you to bond it to it. Sometimes some people use a little extra glue as well, but it does work. Now, normally for a regular like junk journal book, if I wanted a hardcover, I will double this up because this is really, really, really small. I want to say this is only like, normally for a book, I'll use anywhere between like 30 to 50 point, because I like mine a little bit softer. This one I want to say is only like 20 or 30 point. I think it's only like 20 point. It's really, really super thin. It's kind of almost like a 65-pound chipboard, but it's a little bit more, 65-pound cardstock, but it's a little more pliable. So I'm using kind of a thin one for this. Let me get this one out of the way. All right, so what we need to do is basically make our cover by covering up our cover. We need to put it all together. So if you have the tool, and don't worry, I'll definitely let you know how to do it without the tool as well. But if you have the Book Cover Ultimate Guide tool, this makes it like a snap to be able to do it, which is what I love about it. Let me grab some paper here. So I am just going to use some paper that I have on hand. Let me see which one. All right. So yeah, like I said, it's a preview. I was testing out printing this so that I have a paper to use, and I wanted to see what my paper looked like. So I think I'm going to use the pieces that actually got jammed up because I can tape them together. Yeah, a couple of my papers got jammed while printing. So let's do that. And basically you really just need to make sure that you have paper big enough to cover your pieces right here. So I am just gonna make this so it's big enough to cover everything. I'm thinking those two pieces together should do it. Okay. So I'm using the basic, just some basic glue. I'm gonna glue these two guys together. Yeah. This is just art glitter glue. You can use Beacon, 3-in-1, whichever you have. Is your cover 8.5 tall? Yes, 8.5 tall. 8.5 tall by 5. Sorry about that. Yeah. So, because my chipboard is an 8.5 by 11. So 8.5 by 5 is what my cover pieces are. And then 1.5 by 8.5 for the spine. And I'm doing this like a quick, messy, really not measuring too much. Just making sure I eyeball how much paper is going to get glue to hold it together. Oh, I do wish I would have cut off that white, but that's okay. Might be able to get it off real quick. Yes, I can. I have my itty bitty snippy scissors. I do. I forgot to take off the white part. My little white border, so I'm gonna pull that off real quick. And I don't mind like if it's tattered looking, because I like my junk journals tattered. So if you don't, look away. I'll hope that I don't cut it off the spine, a hole in the spine, but we'll find out right now. If I do, I'll cover it up again with some ribbon or something. All right. I just cut off the white part. Make sure I didn't put a hole in it. Nope, I'm good. Okay. So I just put some 2 pieces of paper together, and these are scrappies because they didn't print very well. So I'm gonna put the bottom towards here. So with the tool, it makes it really easy because all you have to do is line this up against the corners. And really you could line it up anywhere you wanted, as long as you give yourself a good amount of border. It really doesn't matter where you put it. So I'm just gonna try to make sure that it's as close to the center as possible. Just because I have like this part over here that's not printed on at all. So I am gonna try to make it as high as I can. But it really doesn't matter where you put it, as long as you can like eyeball that you have about an inch border, because the tool will do the rest. But thank you very much, Kristi. But just keep in mind, so anytime you do a book, you want to make sure you have about an inch border to be able to cover up your entire cover. The tool will help you do that easily. If you don't have that, just grab yourself out a ruler and measure to make sure you're about an inch in and an inch in. And then from there, I'll show you what to do from there. But this one, you just put that down. We're just going to add our glue. I'm going to use the Beacon 3-in-1 just because that one's a little clogged. I need to wash that guy out a little bit. I don't usually use it too often anymore just because it's smelly. I love it if they make Beacon 3-in-1 not have a smell. But yeah. So I'm just gluing it. And I'm just going to shove this under here. And that's just going to help line it up. And basically, I'm just making sure that I have it lined up. As long as I have it lined up the first time, it's good. It doesn't have to be perfectly aligned here or here unless you have like a very limited space. You can use the tool itself to like burnish everything down, make sure it's all nice and even. The tool cleans up very well because believe me, I have gotten glue like all over mine. This one's brand new, so I'm going to try to keep it clean. We'll see. but the glue comes right off, so you don't have to worry about it. All right, so then what you want to do is when you put your spine on, you want to make sure you have about a 1/4 inch, and you want to line it up so that it stays lined up. The tool will help you do that. If you don't have the tool, you can get something else to help you line it up. You can get a ruler here and like put a 1/4 inch right on there. So you can do something like, let me get my ruler. You can like put this against your board. That way. And then like measure a 1/4 of an inch over, but tool, you just pull this out, and this side right here gives you a perfect gap. This is your gapping tool. So this right here is the perfect size. Basically, if your chipboard fits under this side, you're gonna just leave it on this side the whole time. If your chipboard does not fit under there, you're gonna use this side instead, and that's gonna give you a little bit more of a wider gap. It's important that your gap is not too big, not too small. Otherwise, if it's too big, you're going to get a really floppy book. The cover is just going to move all over the place on you. If your gap is too tight, or you have two pieces too close together, what's going to happen is they're going to get stuck on each other. So they're constantly going to be hitting each other, and you're going to get a really stiff book. So if you're new to making them, just keep in mind, you want to be careful about the size of the gap. It's about a 1/4 inch. It's actually a little bit less. Seems to be like the sweet spot. But if you have this, you're just grabbing the tool. Oops, I got a little bit on there. There we go. You're just grabbing the tool, and this becomes basically kind of like a T-square. So it squares it up, which just means that it makes it nice and even. And all you have to do is put that against one side, push this against that side, and then put on your spine. I just remembered I need to go pick up some E6000 for another project. There we go. So all you have to do is push this there, and then just push that into the other side right there. And just so you know, these little holes right here are so that you can see straight down. So I'm doing it on camera for you guys, so it's like kind of far for me, but if you have it closer, you can also see down just to make sure that you're under there really good. But basically I'm just making sure it's nicely lined up on both things. And there. We'll leave that there, and then we'll just do the next one. And then you just you do the same thing, measure your spine again, make sure it's add another gap, and put this there. I just like to be able to use one tool to do everything. The whole tool came about because I wanted something where it was just one tool instead of me constantly looking for all my tools. I wanted it to be easy. I wanted to not have to read anything because I have bad vision. So I didn't want to have to read a ruler all the time because I can't always see it that well. I have an issue with my eye that I see straight lines sometimes, really wavy. Just depends on if I'm having a good day or a bad day. Some days I don't notice it. Other days, like every straight line's really wavy, so it makes it a little harder to see. So went to my brother, and this is after a lot of trial and error. So what we came up with, and it works really well. All right, so basically now you have everything's covered. So now all we have to do is cut off all the excess, and this will help you do that as well. So all I do is just take a marker. Thank you. Welcome in, Amy. So then I just take a marker or whatever, a pencil, and I just mark off all my edges just like that. I come over here. This will also help you to mark off your corners.
Recording stopped.
Oops, what happened? We stopped recording.
I didn't, but here, let me do it. Let me start it again.
Okay.
Recording in progress.
Okay.
Okay.
I just want to make sure that part was recorded, you guys.
Yeah,
All
no
right.
kidding.
So then after that, you're just going to do the same thing. get your corner over here, put your other end. Now, the reason it's important to make sure that you have your corners mitered off like this, so mitering just means that you're cutting off a corner, is so that your paper will fold over nicely over your cover. You use this in sewing, you use it in, in bookmaking and all of that, just so that it sits nicely. This will help you get a perfect gap between here. So this is important on how far this is. If it's too far out, you end up with a bulky, harder to press down gap. If you put it too close to here, you could end up where this point is sticking out and you end up with the gap right here. So you'll end up seeing your chipboard through when you fold over your paper, and it just doesn't look good. Or you have that little point sticking out and you're trying to figure out how to cover it. So if you have a perfect little gap right there, you don't have to worry about it. So we calculated, went through, make sure we had a really good gap. So that's this little gap right here. Now, again, if your chipboard doesn't fit under here, you're going to want to turn it to this side so you end up with the larger gap, because basically you have something thicker you're trying to wrap around. So if this is really thick, you need a little bit more space to wrap it around. You're also going to use this side if you're using something really thick. So if I was using, some felt and it's thick, I mean, you can see that that's pretty thick. If you're using really thick felt, it's going to be harder to wrap this around. So even though your chipboard's light, you're going to want to use this other side instead to give you just that little bit of extra room to fold over, so that you don't end up with like big old bulky corners that look funky. Because too, if it's bulkier, it's going to be harder to glue down. It's going to be harder to keep it in place. So the gap on here makes it just perfect to be able to do that. So then after that, just make sure you go through the rest of them. Here. And this is a fairly standard size book cover. I just cut my 8.5 by 11.5 if I'm making a standard junk journal. And then this little last part, basically I can just do this. Do it however you want, really. But everything meets up all the way around. I don't think this ended up any bigger. Yeah, there's like a little sliver. It's not a big deal if you have like a little sliver left over. You just want about 1 inch just to make it if you want it to stay as neat as possible. And then you just trim off all your excess on here. If you don't have the tool, it's basically, again, just doing about 1 inch. Hello, Kimmy. Welcome in. And so we're just chopping all this off. So just keep in mind, if you don't have the tool, it's just making sure you have, I want to say it's about 3/8, 4/8 of an inch away from your tip for a standard, piece of paper and standard size chipboards. Or if you have the tool, it just makes it easier. My one thing is I was notorious before even my eyes started getting worse. Even before that, I had a very, very, very bad habit of always overcutting or undercutting this, putting this too far apart or too close together. Mine was more that I would put it too far apart, and that this I would cut too close. Because I would think I was about to cut it correctly, and then I wouldn't pay attention or something, and I would cut it just way too close. After that, it's really just gluing everything up. I always like to make sure that this side is nice and burnished, so I just use my tool to like fold it up to give it a nice crisp edge against my chipboard. That was just a bonus that I realized that I could do with this now, because I always used to just sit here like this or get like a bone folder and really get in there, but now I just use this. That's the other thing, like it kind of takes away it does make it a lot easier. It kind of takes away the need for the bone folder for the most part. Because basically you can just use this too. It's kind of cool. Get this side. And now there's the new color. If anybody missed it, this is going to be a limited color, you guys. It's going to be on pre-sale today. So look for it a couple hours after this. It will be on pre-sale though only, and it's only going to be available for a limited time. We're making the 9-piece to match. I just asked my brother, I'm like, we came out with this color. I said, but what about the other part? So a lot of you here might already have it. You know that there's actually an add-on piece that you can get with it. And we're both looking at each other. Wait a minute, we didn't add that little 9-piecer. So I guess we're gonna have to make that too to match it. Otherwise, it's not gonna match, and I need it to match. There's an add-on piece that'll help you do your. It gives you an awl, and it gives you twine, and oh yeah, with the new version of the spools, put one of each of the types of spools. Yeah. You can do, yeah, I know what we'll do. Okay. So yeah, there's going to be a special edition. Hi everyone, is there any printables or just use your own paper? You can just use your own paper. It's just regular plain paper, and the recording will be on the tube. So you'll be able to rewatch everything if you want to. Basically your own paper, so there's no printables needed really. It's full-on junk journal style for this one. This one does happen to be a preview of one of my papers that are going to come out on September 22nd. So just know I have a release on September 22nd of new papers and tools and all kinds of fun stuff. And yes, the long-awaited cauldron as well. So just know you'll be getting all that. We had some hiccups with the cauldron supplier wise, but that's starting to get all worked out now. What am I doing? I am doing a book cover. So Kristi before showed us how to make Traveler's Notebook junk journal, and I'm making a hardcover for it, a semi-hardcover. I call it like a soft hardcover because I'm using a very thin piece of chipboard for this. And you can actually do this much quicker. The tool makes this go really, really fast. I'm just doing it a little bit slower just for the purposes so that everybody can see. So everything is nicely covered. I get in here and just burnish down these edges. You can always take this out if you wanted to. This just comes right out. And you can get in here and like burnish it like that if you want. Because it is what helped you get in there in the first place. I've even used like this little edge to kind of like get in there. I don't know. I've used the tool for everything just because I don't like having to find everything. I'm always losing all my stuff. And when you put it back in, you just kind of slip it under like that. It's flexible enough. What's cool about it is it's nice and flexible to pull this out, but then when you clamp it, it's stuck. So there's teeth in there that grip it after a point, and then it's not going to move. It's just kind of cool. Not kind of, I guess it's really cool. So yeah, this is a little preview of one of my papers that's coming out. I was printing it to test to make sure that it looked good. So you can see what it looks like in true junk journal fashion. So this one is nice and flexible. So my book will fit in there. Fit probably 2 signatures in there worth, or 2 junk journals. Traveler's junk journal should fit in here nicely. So the only thing we're doing slightly different on this is just making 2 holes and 2 holes to hold your junk journals in. You can basically make them exactly the same way that Kristi did. We do our center hole. Sorry, I just got something in my eye. There we go. Do the center hole and the same way, pop a hole in there. Let me grab my big crocodile over here. If you have an awl, just use an awl. So our upgrade kit comes with an awl. already in it. It looks just like this. Actually, do you guys want me to show you with the all instead of doing it that way? Thank you very much, Myrna. Were the measurements off on the list? Wait, what just happened? Where'd it go? I saw your comment and then it disappeared. I don't know where your question just went. I'm going to have to recover the dragon journal. I used the Muse tool and my edges are cracking. Oh, the Muse tool. That's not good. You see, you shouldn't have used that one. Oh. It was weird though. It was showing it to me and then it disappeared. But no, the measurement's 8.5 by 11. That's just the size of paper that you need to cut down though. So you'll get all, if you watch the replay. So basically this one is 8.5 by 5, 8.5 by 5, and I did a 1.5 inch spine. But if you just have the one piece of chipboard, you're basically just going to end up with a 1 inch spine. That's all. So I made my spine just slightly bigger, but other than that, that's it. So you really can just pop 3 holes in it and like you're done. Oh, you didn't have mine yet. Okay, I forgive you. So if you want, you can find the middle of your spine. So we're 8.5, so 4 1/4. 3/4 in. There. I'll show you guys how to do it without the crocodile. So if you poke your all in, and you're just gonna have to keep on going and just force your way through that. There. So I just popped a hole big enough for a grommet, although I might have done that just a little too big, but we'll find out. That's the only thing about not having a tool like that, is you could end up popping a little big. Some grommet tools, though, like grommet setters or eyelet setters, will also have a punch for you. I have an old for me. So I went a bit different. I'm using 3 small ring binders so that the pages can come in and out. Very cool. You use a punch tool? Yeah. So I'm going to have to use the crocodile to actually smush it down because I don't know where my eyelet setter is. I know I have one, but I think mine makes like a lot of noise because I have like this old one that like you pull it and it punches. And I mean like it's loud. I used to use it all the time. When we first used it, it was like an old making memories one. Like here's a little mat, but it's this guy. I don't know if anybody ever had these, but these were cool. So you pull it, right? And it hits, it bangs hard on the back like that. Like one metal piece hits the other metal piece and then it sets it, but it makes such a loud noise. It even came with punches. It was kind of cool, but so loud. But it was like the best little thing. I will never give it up, like ever, because I love it so much. Oh, I forgot to put that away. So, oh, duh, I can't use that one. That's the only thing about crocodiles. Like I said, if you are going to invest in a crocodile, just straight up get the big one. This way you never have to worry about having to pull out both of them all the time. There we go. You have it? Yeah. I love that set. I remember it because that's the one that actually got us to make sure that we carried this one because it had one similar to this one in it. Are we covering the inside cover? Yeah. I always, I just pop it and then I poke a hole through it after. But this way the inside cover I don't show as much. So yeah, you can cover the inside cover. But I just kind of do it right after so that I don't see these as much. And also because my grommets are a little like like snaggy. So yeah, hi. I joined because I've wanted to make journals for a long time. I have all the supplies, just have too much happening. And this is like one of the easiest ones because I cannot use my crocodile when punching the middle holes. Yeah, so like that other one is pretty cool. Eyelet setters are pretty cheap if you get the regular ones and you just do a little tap with the hammer. Get yourself one of those little hammers. I know Tim Holtz doesn't make the little guy anymore, but if you guys can get your hands on the little Tim Holtz ones, I mean, just go to a hardware store. They have itty bitty hammers that you can actually buy, but I love this old Tim Holtz one. It was like these parts screwed off and had all these little like distressing bits so that you can make different distressings on like chipboard. And remember when he had his what was it called, that one paper that kind of felt like leather, he did it for that. Yeah, it's really neat if you can get yourself one of these, like if you can find one. I think it was his distressing hammer or something like that, but if not, just get yourself a little hammer from the hardware store. Get yourself an eyelet setter tool. I mean, you can get it on the Zon. You can find it on either one of our Zon lists if you go check it. Yeah, on the Azon, if you know what I mean. But that'll help you set this. It also help you, like, even if you have the crocodile, just tap that down too so that it's a little bit doing. You have the hammer too? Yeah, I love that thing. If it was Tim Holtz, I had it. I love his little stapler and everything else. It's just cool. Wait, where did I just lose that thing? Oh, okay. Sorry, going off track there a little, but it's fun. Excuse to get more tools. Exactly. You definitely want this one. It just makes it easier. And then where's my... I was just looking at you. Oh, because I'm covering it up with the thing that I was using. Trying to show you guys. So if you guys get, there is actually an add-on tool, an add-on kit for this that will help you find your holes and everything as well. Okay, so mine's not going to match right now because I haven't made the matching one yet. The fabric said 8 by 9 on the supply list. Seemed rather small for 5.5 by 8 inch cover. An 8 by 9. So, oh, because this is different. That was for this. That was for this, the one that she had made earlier. So I'm not sure. Did you make it a different size, Kristi, for the cover? Mine has like the, I just left the extra flap on there for mine.
No, it was 8 by 9.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
not
so Deb,
it's not for a 5.5 by 8 cover. It's for a 4.5 by 8
yeah.
cover.
So Debbie, that was for making the previous project that Kristi made. So if you missed it a little bit, if you go back to Kristi's, the 8 by 9 fabric was for this, not for this. Mine was just getting as many pieces of cardstock paper. That's part of that one. But yeah, the 8 by 9 fabric was to make this. Mine is just a little bit different because this is the one I was making, but yeah, Kristi's used the 8 by 9. Hers used exactly that size. We're just using the cardstock paper, whatever it is that you want to use to cover this. All right, so this one, it goes on like this, where these lines are this way and the teeth are down here, and you have these little guides. And then there is, it comes with, it's like an extra little add-on piece. It comes with this, it comes with 2 spools like this, it comes with this extra bit, and it comes with this. So this is another little set that you can get, and I'll make some that match this, of course. But basically this just clips on there. You pull this one out, pop that one in, just like that. And this is your guide. There's a little guide up here with 1/4 inch markings. If you have a 1 inch spine, this is perfect. Like 1 inch spine, really easy, go down, make your holes quick. You pull this out, line it up with this other end. Whatever you pull out here is what's missing here. So however many holes you see here is the same count for here. Yeah, no problem, Debbie. Yeah. So yeah, if you watch the replay, you'll be able to see it. It'll be up just a little bit right after that. So yeah, always ask, no worries. So anything, whenever you pull this out, the number of holes you see here are going to equal the number of holes that are missing here, just so you know. I use the dressing blade on my current journal and love it. Very cool. Oh, the distressing, this one? Yeah. So on here, so say I want to like put my holes here, right? So I can go here, and this one I'm just kind of lining up right here with the edge of this, and this way I can figure out where I want my holes. So I can pull this out just like this. I'm going to line it up here, and then I am just going to line up my holes there and there. And basically what I'm doing is I'm just kind of seeing where these end up, like these edges, so that I know where I want to put my holes. So if I want to put them a little evenly spaced, I think I'm going to use, there it goes, there, that one and that one. So 2 in, 1, 2, 1, 2, there and there are going to be my 2 holes. No, do I want them further apart? Yeah, I want them further apart. So that one and 1. So I'm doing 1 and 1 in. So let me find my hole that I just did. I have to look at it this way because I can barely see. Right. There it is. I do sometimes my seeing with filling on my hands, so I had to fill for my holes. So I don't know if you can see them. They're really tiny. There we go. So those are my 2 marks for my holes, and what I'm going to do, just so I can see where I put them, is put a circle around them because I can't see. All right. But then I can go turn this over and just do the same thing. So this right here has like a little bridge piece right here that kind of goes in here. I just do that, and I'm putting that there again. Get an even mark, and then I'm going to do the same thing. So I did 1, 2 over. Oops, and I moved it. Clamp this so it doesn't move. I moved mine. So that would have given me an uneven hole right now. Go. So I'll put that one. It also helps if you have a mat underneath, because I don't know how many times I poked this table because I don't have my mat underneath. I just had you. Where'd you go? There you are. 1 and 2. So it helps you to find both your holes. I'm going to mark them just so you guys can see them better because they're really hard to see on this paper. There. You see you got the 2 holes there, 2 holes there, and they'll be nice and evened up because all I did was move this. Now, you can also do it so like say you want to make more holes. There's little markers right here that you can just line it up with the edge there, and you can go up like 1/4 inch, 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch, whole inch, whatever you want, and just keep going, flip it around, do it again. There's so many different ways you can use it that way, or you can line it this way. I can do like holes right here. I can line it up right here on the edge here, here. I can also use these marks to line it here. So like if you're trying to do like a complicated little whole thing, it totally works. So yeah, you can get the tool on my website. It's misfitcrafterstudio.com, or on the my TikTok shop. Both of those are in my profile. We'll put them in the description after as well. But yeah, that's it right there. So make sure you pop that. I'm like not paying attention to what I'm doing, and I'm about to break my tool. So when you pop this off, just grab this. Make sure it's easier if something's in here. And you just kind of hold it right here. I'm always doing this funny, but, and then it just pops out. You hold it this way though, kind of like you're gonna smack down like this, and then just burp, and it pops right out. But yeah, so this is the book cover ultimate guide tool, and then this little set is the 9-piece binding upgrade kit. Mine are all different colors because I just grabbed all my bits and pieces. This one, if you're gonna want the special color, just know that it's, oh wait, sorry, too low, I'm lost. Where? What was too low? Oh, this. So what I did on here, let me show you. And I have another video that I'm gonna put that shows you how to do this one a little bit better. All I did was put this here against here. Oops, sorry, wrong thingy in there. Yeah, this helps a lot not to make them like crooked. Let's see, no problem, Debbie, all questions. That felt, how thick is that? The felt, it's 2 pieces of just standard craft felt, but this gray one, I don't know why, is a little bit thicker. So I don't know exactly how thick it is, but it does have the interfacing in between it. Okay, so yeah, so this, I'm just lining this one directly at the bottom, just so you guys can see this a little better. So when I pull this out, what I'm doing is lining up my circles or the edge of this with the edge of that right there. So I just kind of look at it like that so I can see where the holes are. So that hole is lined up with that edge, and that hole is lined up with that edge. And then I just went one over and like one over, and that got me my 2 holes so that they're evenly out. And if you're not sure where your edge is, what you can do is go like this so you can see, like put a crease in the edge of your paper so you can see exactly where it's at. And what I'll sometimes do is just go on here and like mark so I can see that it's lining up with my holes. Also, like if you mark it all the way down, you'll see it through the hole. The holes are big enough so you'll be able to see through the hole. Do it with like a bright color or something like that. It makes it even easier. There's all kinds of different ways. I'll have a video on exactly how that one works. But if you're trying to do it without the tool, you're basically just kind of measuring out 2 holes. So you can get, they make like hole rulers that have like a bunch of holes. I think Tim Holtz has one. And then you could always just do this. And you see how they're about 1 inch apart right there. If you see, they're actually like lining up with the 3 and the 2. I know it's a little hard to see it, but you can kind of see the circles underneath it right here. So they're kind of lining up with that 3 and the 2 with the circles. It's hard to get it to focus. But you can always just move this, line it up with the edge, line it up with the edge. Let me turn it over to inches. There we go. And evenly put it out, mark a hole, and then pop hole, pop a hole. That's like the easiest way to get all of your holes in there. So what I'm going to do, we're going to go back to using just this instead of the crocodile. If you don't have a crocodile, you just pop that and then just push your awl just a little bit more to get the hole bigger. Now, I've even just done this, gotten my scissors before, and just made that hole a little bit bigger until I get it about a good size for a grommet. So you just want to be careful. Don't make it too big. Make it just a little bit bigger than your grommet or your eyelet. Like I'm going to do this the way that I used to do it before I got all the tools. Except for the book cover, because no, that's why I made it. Hopefully it comes with very detailed instructions. It does. It actually has a video link and everything. The tool has a video link. It has written, pictured instructions. So it has all the things because it does multiple things. So I had to make sure that it had all the instructions for all the things you can do with it. Because, and like I said, those are 2 different pieces. You have to order them. They don't come all together. So the only thing that does, it's either this, this, And you get like the 2 spools that hold your needles. You also get the needle with it and everything. This guy has its own video. This guy has its own video. I have to, the video is not there right now for this one because I'm making a new one. Because I had to fix something on that one. This one has 2 videos that you can actually watch. So it makes it a little bit easier. But yeah, you can grab this off of my website. It also has a little corner thing. I'll show you that after, for making holes in your corners if you want to as well. So let's go ahead and add these grommets in, or eyelets. So I guess it's an eyelet if you don't have the back setter part. It is a grommet if you have the back setter part. So I guess I'm using these as eyelets. But like I said, I don't want to do the bang bang one, so I didn't use this one, guys. Okay, I'm going to cheat for a second and use this just to finish this off for the sake of time. There we go. Pop all those guys in there. We're basically just doing this the same way that Kristi did, because she showed it to me and I was like, oh, that's genius. And it gives you like 2 whole things. Get in there. Now this is the only thing, like when you have a softer cover, you are going to like bend it and stuff like that if there's not enough room, but that's okay. Like mine, the soft cover, what I call the soft hardcover, it gets all funky and stuff after a while, but it's pretty cool. Ouch. Poke myself. There we go. Oh, I set that one off a little bit wrong. That one's a little uneven, but that one is even. I thought I moved it when I was doing it. There we go. I'm just setting each one of those up. Okay, so before I put these in, now I'm going to cover up my sheet right here. And I know, yeah, so that's what it that is what Desiree was asking me before, if we were going to cover it. I cover it after just so I don't have to see that funkiness on mine, because mine are like not the prettiest on the back. So I just cover them and poke a hole a little bit. I'll show you what I do to make sure that it's a little prettier though, and it doesn't like start tearing apart your paper. I'm just cutting off the borders. If you need to, use a paper cutter, but I'm okay with just doing it with scissors. That's the beauty of a junk journal. If you haven't gotten started on the junk journal, we definitely have something for you in a moment. So let's get this guy glued on. No, actually, I'm going to cut this one in half. Make sure we got this covered better. And so this is where you can either get decorative paper, cardstock, whatever you want to do this part. But I am just cutting off a piece of the paper for my spine. Okay. I'm just going to glue on this to my spine. You want to center it the best you can. Your other papers are going to cover it a little bit. Because my grommets are in there, I'm going with my little pressure tool, which basically you just do this. But it's just faster for me. Yes, it's another tool we carry. This is a little pressure tool. We call it the stamp, like a stamp pressure tool. And of course we made it with cute colors to match. Of course I'm gonna make another one that matches this too. So just know there's gonna be a whole set of limited edition that's gonna match this. If you like to have things for seasons, it's perfect for that. All right, so that's covered. So basically that just did the same thing as me like burnishing it all down. It's just, in order for me to get around the grommets a little easier, it just makes it easier because it has the felt on the other side. But they're also good, like it's a little stamp smooshy. So it's good if you have like a stamping platform or anything that you want to do it on. It'll work for that too. It works for this. The only thing I make sure before I use it to burnish down paper like this is that most of the glue is out, so I don't end up with glue on this. But these are replaceable, and you get a replacement piece in case you mess it up. You can peel this off and put another one. We always send it with 2 of them. Let's get this other one on there. Like I said, normally this would be like so much faster just with the tool and like throwing everything on. I just go a little slower when I'm talking. I go a lot slower when I'm talking. There you go. I should have probably put that one on top, but it doesn't matter. It's not going to show too much anyway. So I'm just making sure I don't feel like abundant amounts of glue, but this way I can get in there and burnish over where the grommets are really good. And this just smooths it all out. You can also use this other side. I also use this to like lay things down on my Cricut mat and everything else. All right, and then we got that nice and good, ready to go. All right, so basically this is gonna make yourself a nice little like soft cover. Oh, and I did that backwards. I wanted this to be the front, but oh well. Because of that little seam right there, but I'll usually just put a ribbon or something over the seam if I have it showing like that. So it's probably gonna end up with a cute little ribbon or something over it, but now you have it. And so yeah, so now all we have to do is re-poke some holes in there. But it's not gonna be anything crazy. So all I'm doing is poking a hole on this side so I can see where the holes are from the other end. And sorry for the crazy sound. So the paper that I use to print on is a matte coated photo paper. So that's why it's making like a weird squeaky sound. I don't know if you guys could hear that. And see, because the grommet's there, it's gonna make a nice little hole or eyelet, grommet. I'm just gonna poke that through. Poke that through. And if you do this quick enough after you've glued it, the fresh glue is gonna kind of make it stay where it needs to go. You see how like if I get it in there and I just do this, the glue is sticking it to the inside of the grommet. So I'm just like getting it in there and like rolling it into the grommet. And then I don't see it on this side. And I don't have to worry about it getting stuck on anything. Because what I always worry about is that this being pulled on every so often, I do wonder like if it's gonna fray it at one point and just make it snap. So giving it just a little bit of a coating on the inside of the grommet this way, you don't end up with it getting too much friction. And I can just go over here and clean up what I see if it's weird. Liz, Country Girl Journaling, welcome in. So yes, you have that. And we're basically just gonna run the cord the same way. And I lost the end of my cord, where are you? Cording. I'm gonna have to pull the whole thing off, just gonna find the end. I gotta put this on a new spool anyway, but there it is. Okay, this is the part you have to remind me of. Kristi, help.
Yes, ma'am.
So remind me.
Okay, so you're gonna put one string through the top two. So go from the inside to the outside, back to the inside.
Okay.
And then do that same thing in the bottom with a different one.
So I'm getting a second string?
Yep, second string.
So I cut this how far?
About like that is probably good.
Like that big?
It might be a little bit too much, but
Like, so maybe only...
I would probably leave about 6 inches. Try about 6 inches. Oh, it should be enough.
There?
Right? So then get another piece about that same size and then thread it through the bottom two. And then the ends that are, yeah.
Through here?
No.
No?
Nope. Just tie the left-hand side ends together and then the right-hand side ends together. But be careful because they'll move, you know. So just tie them.
Like all the way down here?
Not necessarily. It's just anywhere. Just making sure that the other side is going to have enough slack to be able to also tie those two together. But keep them all separate.
Okay. So these two are going to have theirs.
Yeah.
And these two are going to have theirs. And then
Yeah.
both of these are going to go through there?
No, they're not going through there at all. That's something else.
Oh, okay. I remember. Okay.
I know, huh? All these weird little ways of doing stuff.
I was trying to remember. I was like, I know you did this, you did that, but I want to make sure I was doing it right. Okay.
Yeah. You got it.
Okay, so, but we want this enough so that it's elasticy, right? But not too tight.
Yeah.
Okay,
Not
got
too
it.
tight and not with a lot of slack.
Okay, got it. So there. Now I got that tied.
Okay.
Okay. I think this one I don't have enough. Yeah, let me cut this one a little bit longer. Oh wait, I can't. Oh, I see what you were saying. There wasn't enough slack over here when I tied that. Got it.
Right.
Okay, let me loosen that.
It happens.
Okay. I think we have just enough. It might be a little tighter on this side, but okay. But when I loosen up the slack, it should be good. Okay, there we are. Okay. Yay! Okay. Tighten there. Now I see what you're saying. I had too much slack on this side. Okay, and then now this is the knot one so that I can wrap it around, right?
Yeah. So you're probably going to want to put something on the end of that though.
Okay.
Like a bead or something like that. So when you pull it on the outside, the loop onto the outside, it doesn't come out of the grommet.
So I could use like a button.
Yeah, sure. That actually would work really well.
Question is, do I have buttons? I got a big button. I got an OK button. Oh, I have this weird thing. How big is that? Is that too big? No, that's cute. Let's try that.
Yeah, I feel like this way of doing the elastic is far superior to what I had been doing before.
Okay, so we need enough to be able to get around the whole book, right?
Right.
But without killing it. About there, I would say is good. Oh, well, that's weird. So button and button and tie.
So just make sure that you have enough slack on the outside to pull it over.
Yeah, that's where I was marking it to make sure that I didn't have, so I have that.
Yeah, there you go. Is your elastic silver?
Yeah.
Cool.
It was like an old holiday mix, so I have a silver one and I have an iridescent one. Okay, so now I'm pulling that to make sure it's nice and
iridescent.
tight.
Now I have to look.
I love it. There. So yeah, same concept. I think I got mine a little loose, but it's okay.
Well, you're gonna also have stuff inside too, so.
Yep. So then we got my little junk journal. Where's the middle of my junk journal? There it is. Are you middle? No, you're not middle. Middle is there. Okay. This one should fit. Junk journal number 1. I was just looking at the other one. Where did I put you? Oh, there you are. My other one. There we go.
Very cute.
So then we have our little semi-hardcover.
Nice.
Yay! And yeah, so as it starts expanding, you got plenty. But like I said, this is my soft hardcover because this is using such a thin one. It just makes it easier. So this is like, for me, I use my traveler's journals, but then if I want to store it later, you can put it in one of these soft hard journals covers, so that this way you're not trying to store like a soft cover. So you're going to use your soft cover to put in your purse or whatever, and then your hard cover to store them away after when you're done with them. So yeah, you guys have any questions on any of that? Let us know. If you need us to show you another one, that's That's good that she did that so we know what not to do. Yeah, exactly. I'm thinking though, could you also like just pull these through all the way through and then just tie it once? Through all the holes?
Yeah. Yeah, I would think so. And that might make it even a little bit easier.
I like that I can see the button through it. It looks cute.
Mhm.
That's cute like that. With lots of room. And that's good. So if you only want to do one, you could do like an inch spine, but I made it a little bigger so that I could do both books in there. So now I have both in there, which is that. And the cute. This should have been probably a little bit tighter, but I think that worked out really well. All right. So you want to come back up?
Yeah.
Any questions, let us know. Can you show the inside again? I missed it. The inside of how it looks for the, like without these.
Say it again.
Desiree had a question.
Oh, okay.
Mine is adorable, right? So yeah, so this is how it looks without it. So this is just your traveler's notebook junk journals. And the travelers, like we can show you after how to do like a really, really quick traveler's notebook. Like that's easiest part. But yeah, here's the inside. So it was an elastic here, an elastic going through here. So just putting one through here, and then just tying them both together like this. Which what I did was I didn't give myself quite enough slack, but now it moves. Now there's plenty of slack. And then on this, which I don't want to pull it all the way through, but that is just being held by a button. So you can do a button, a grommet, whatever you want. I can move these too.
If you do a grommet, you might also need a button.
Yeah.
It just depends.
I didn't mean a grommet, sorry, that's not what I meant. But you could use a button, washer.
Something flat is really the best idea.
So you have that through there. And I just moved these. Instead of them being in the middle, I moved one on the top and one on the bottom. And it's good because you can hang your charms and stuff off of these really easily too. It'll be fun.
Yeah.
I like it. And I like my paper today.
So I made one out of felt while you were teaching.
I want to finish that one after too.
Yeah. So all I did was sew together two pieces of felt. Yeah. And then I tucked actually a piece of cardstock on the inside and then sewed that shut. Mm-hmm. And then, did the regular thing that I was showing. So
very cool.
There we go.
So with these, I just have to poke a hole there and there.
Yeah.
And put the two grommets and do the same thing, and then I'll have my soft cover.
Yeah.
I like it. And this will be the one that I throw like in my purse.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I just left an extra. So all I did for this is instead of cutting off the edge of the felt, I just left it, but made this a little closer. And you don't have to put anything on this.
It or something,
Yeah.
Yeah.
She put her inserts in different. How did you put your inserts in? Can you show us?
Me?
Yeah.
Yep.
Because I think I missed it.
So when I put them in, I actually put both of these on the same piece of elastic. So here it is here and here. This is the same piece. And then I tuck one side into the middle piece of elastic. Hold on, I'm getting backward. So you can see like this is the middle piece of elastic because this only has, this doesn't have the double.
Oh, gotcha.
And then, so I just put one of these under that elastic. And now that one piece of elastic that is going through this one and this one, is under that one spine piece of elastic. So it's being held in that way.
Oh,
but the way you did it is fine too. It's just depends on, how you like it best. So if you put your two on one piece of elastic, like loop it around the center of each of your signatures.
I'm so confused.
Okay, let me take this out. Hold on. I'll show it to you, actually. Okay, so I've got this, right? And I've got the elastic on here.
What happened?
And it
Hold on.
runs
Sorry,
down the
Kristi. Hold on a
center.
second. Hold on.
Okay.
Show them. Show them. I can always watch later. Show them. I'm just going to mute myself real quick.
Okay. All right. So anyway, this is one loop of elastic. What I'm doing is putting it around one of the books. Sorry about the, hold on, let me fix the camera. Sometimes when I move too much, it does that. And then what I'm going to do, so I've got that loop. What I'm going to do is I am going to put that loop, sorry, I'm getting turned around here, through so that it is, oh goodness, sorry guys. I really should have left the other camera up. So, okay, so now it's looped over and hanging out in the center of the yellow one. And it's also in the center of the orange one. And this is what it looks like from the outside. Does this make sense? Okay. And then you just take one of these and put it underneath here. Okay. And now they both are being held in by those pieces that were, or the single piece that's holding the two of these together. Does that make sense? I can make another video about it. You know, that's more of a top-down thing if that needs
I
to.
get it now. So you have an extra piece that you're putting under the one that's actually built into the book. Got it.
Yep.
I get it. That's brilliant.
Yeah.
So then, yeah, you can just keep adding. You can put additional signatures in. Then, yep, your screen is it's too little. Could you see? Okay, so we're good. Yep. Everybody says yes. Perfect. Yes, makes sense. Coolness.
All right, great.
All right, give me 1 second. I'm gonna go pause just for one more sec, and I'll be right back.
Hold on. I see somebody was asking. Can we do this with one piece of string? So that's how I did it for this one. Just one piece. And if you were to just use one signature inside, you could just slip it right into the one piece on the inside. Hang on, let me make sure that I'm watching the screen with the delay, so hang on, let me change that. Okay, so then you just slip one of these underneath that, but you are going to need a couple of pieces of elastic regardless, you know, because you're going to have the closure, you're going to have, you know, one or two pieces for the spine, and then you're going to have one piece to hold together your signatures, or hold in your signatures, I mean. No, hold together the signatures, that's right. I might go check the
Okay. I had to turn on all my mics. Because of the multi-streaming, I have to go 1, 2, and 3 to turn on all the mics.
Oh, yeah. I know.
I was trying to make sure I had it. So we had a little accident. Nothing too serious. My mom's husband basically tried to get out of the bed or try to bend down to get something from the bed and went forward and fell.
Oh no.
So she can't lift him and his knees are too weak to get himself up. So the paramedics, they're starting to get used to this, are helping him up.
Oh.
So he's good.
Okay.
But they just have to help him get up and make sure everything's good. So they're over with my mom in their room right now, trying to get him. They're getting him off the ground. So we're good.
Feels better soon.
Yeah. So he's all working. I just had to check because I saw her come running over here real quick, and I wasn't sure why. I think that's why she was looking for my brother to go help pick him up, but he went to his room, I think, to finally go to bed. And she didn't go bug hit. So I was like trying to figure it
Tina
out.
asked, does regular leather or faux leather work the same way here? And so, yeah, it does. It will. You can do it, like I said, with just the 3 grommets or 3 eyelets.
Oh, you're doing the thing.
Yeah.
Or you can do it
You're
with,
all good. Thank you, guys.
Full on setup you got right there.
Yeah. Yeah, he's not hurt. They're all leaving. He's all good. They got him up.
glad he's not hurt. Or you can do it, with the 5. And this is leather, so yeah, that would work the same. And I think faux leather would probably behave the same way.
Totally understand. I took care of my mom, who's better. Yeah. He has like he does dialysis something like 16 hours a day. Unfortunately, he does the dialysis like all day, all night. Most like twice or something. He has breaks or something weird like that. He has to do it, so he's always there. He gets very mad because he's not used to it. He's used to going like everywhere and doing all that. But yeah, faux leather, the only difference you ever get like with faux leather versus real leather is sometimes it just depends on the thickness of the leather you're going to do. Because remember, you're going to have that really soft, super soft leather. And then other times you're going to get that really stiff, thick leather. So the really stiff, thick, it's just more, the only real big difference you're going to get is like trying to punch through that thing.
So yeah, leather is going to be a lot of different thicknesses. I think this one might be, I don't know. I don't want to tell you the wrong thing, but I think it's maybe like 3 millimeters maybe. But, and this is not tooling leather. The really soft leather is going to be tooling leather. And that's if you want to make like, stamp designs on it with metal stamps. But this one is just, regular leather, and yeah, it's kind of shiny and whatever. It's stiff enough, for this project.
There we go. I was like trying to figure that back out again. My hair's all a disaster today. But yeah, that's the only difference. Now, if you're going to do leather though, like to make, I didn't put them back in yet. If you do leather to make something like this, that's going to be a difference on how it folds over, all of that good stuff. You would fold over faux leather, you would fold over a really thin leather, and you could fold it over and put it in place. A really thick leather, I would just put on the outside and then cover another piece on the inside and make sure it's glued all the way around. So you would actually just do it like this, how I put like both pieces together back to back. So a really thick leather, you could just do that. There's no folding over on a piece of board or anything like that. I wouldn't recommend really thick leather on something like this, but faux leather, all of that, that would work really good. It goes really, really easily.
This is a thin leather, like super thin, much thinner than this one, which is what I used for but this you can get super cheap over at Hobby Lobby. They sell it like a big old long roll. It looks kind of like a roll of wrapping paper, like long like that.
Yeah.
And so you can get that if you want to do this, and you can, create your covers with that kind of leather. This kind of leather, I think it was like $30 for 3 pieces. So you probably don't want to really use that if you are not, making it for some special reason or whatever.
Yeah, I know somebody that makes like a bunch of like leather covers for junk journals.
Who does?
Like that's their thing that they make it, but I can't remember exactly what their name is. I have to look it up. But I know I follow somebody on one of the channels that she just makes nothing but like leather covers and sells like her leather covers. Yeah, I think Dollar Tree here sells it too, the faux leather. Desiree was saying that they sell faux leather in Canada. I know you can get it pretty cheap. Like I have like a drawer full of, it's not too expensive or anything, but like it's kind of good too because the faux leather has like that little felty back.
Yeah.
But this is like one that if I put it on a board, when I fold it over, you know, still doing the thing, but it folds over nicely. This one, I would probably though use the like the back side of the tool to mark off where I want to cut off, just to give it a little bit extra pullover. But it's nice to do them over like hard covers. Has 12-inch white, black, brown. Oh, nice. I haven't been to a Dollar Tree since I moved. No, I lie. I did go once, but I only ran in to grab water. Mama's Junk Journals uses leather. She does? Yeah, that might be who it is. I know there's somebody that makes like really pretty leather covers that they sell. Dollar Tree may be clearing out all their vinyl and faux leather, selling it now for, am I seeing 50 cents? The heart is over it. Does that say 50 cents? Does that mean we all got to run to Dollar Tree today?
Yeah.
Oh, there. If I make it longer, I can see it better.
I know that I was having that trouble too.
Yeah, the little heart, they put it like in the wrong place. But you know what? So like because I'm doing the live on my end, I can pop out the chat box. I think you can do that now on the regular one too. And if I make the chat box longer, it finally clears the heart. I just realized that. Gotcha. Much easier now. I can see what you guys are saying a little better now.
Oh, I can pop out the chat too. Yes.
That might help. So yeah, if you can't see it because that little heart is in the way, just move it to the side. Plus, if you see that heart, please tap on that heart. And if you're over on the TikTok side, tap your screen. If you're watching on the computer on the TikTok side, there is also a little heart in the exact same place. Tap that like crazy so everybody gets to see that, especially right now. So let's do like a really quick tap, tap, tap on both sides. Put some emojis in the comments if you guys want to hear the big announcement next. Because we've been keeping it like a secret-ish for like a while, which has been really fun because I'm really excited about it, you guys. You guys have no idea.
Super excited.
Stick some emojis in the chat. Tap on the screen like crazy, please. I want to see some like hearts pop by. All of that. TikTok won't show me your taps. You know that? You know, also like when you're doing regular TikTok, you can see like the hearts popping up. When you're live on the computer version, like you can kind of see them. Like they hide them a little. Dang, Desiree. Desiree just has like massive rows of every single like one that she could find.
She just got like a really long row too.
Let's see who can do the most emojis right now. TikTok side is giving the most emojis just because of Desiree. But we have something fun. You want to say or am I saying it?
Let's start saying it. So a lot of you guys were at our last retreat and we all had so much fun. It was really a big giant success, and so we decided to do it again, and we are doing it because Monique is a misfit crafter and I'm just a freaking misfit. We're doing it along the lines of fall, Halloween, witchy stuff, you know, just anything fall, because we just love that season. And
I'm like, can you tell?
A lot of people do. Yeah.
I'm like, I already got my little pumpkins on my desk.
Yes.
And we haven't pulled out the decorations yet, though. I'm kind of ashamed right now.
Do you have one of those like really super tall skeletons?
No. So like when we got here, we were trying to figure out what we were going to do because we want to put like lights in the back. But yeah, I'm sure we'll figure out something.
Just wrap the lights around.
Yeah, so we are going to have the Autumn Muse Art and Junk Journal Retreat. It is literally, so just think of the name Muse and Autumn, anything that has to do with with autumn season. It's going to be October 1st through the 4th. It's going to be same as usual. It'll be free for the 1st through the 3rd. So the 1st through the 3rd, it's completely free. After this, we'll link the, we will link it in the chat, and we will link it in there so you guys can go grab your free tickets now. You can also, of course, get an upgraded pass, and you want to get it like right away. If you're not sure, you're thinking about the pass, anybody that had the pass last time, you know how good it is, because this time it's called the Magic Muse Pass, because it's going to be magical. Our whole thing is going to be magical and autumny and really, really cool. Get your pass as soon as you sign up for the free ticket if you're going to want to get it, because it's going to be your best price, like your absolutely best price. And if you wait too long, it'll go to the next price. So make sure if you want to check it out, you can check out about it first. But it's Art and Junk Journal Retreat, sorry, junkjournalretreat.com. If you go junkjournalretreat.com, you'll be good. Let me put it over here. Sorry, I can't talk and type at the same time. There you go.
So many good things. I already started watching the videos, and they are really fun.
I keep looking at them going, oh, wait, no, I got to work. Wait, let me see what this one is. Oh, wait, I got to work. So, yeah, we have, I think we're going on 13 speakers, including us or not including us. There is, so right now we're looking at 5 pre-recorded presentations for the 1st, the 2nd, and the 3rd, so 15 there. And then we're going to have a kickoff event on the 30th with another project. We're going to have live lunch and learns again every day, the 1st, the 2nd, and the 3rd. We're going to have live lunch and learns where we're going to have projects and discussions during that time as well. Just about all of our speakers are also going to have Q&As. Some people had to do some stuff, but I think we're just missing one person actually for a Q&A that had to do something during that time. But you're going to have Q&As, and our Q&As aren't like, I've gotten to so many Q&As, right, that I've seen on different events and stuff like that. They turn into workshops. I don't know, like the last one, all of our Q&As turned into workshops.
They did.
So
they were like bonus things.
Yeah, so it was like, because I think the really cool thing about our retreat that I really loved the last time is it wasn't just like, here, make this project. Okay, good. It was discussions about art and how junk journaling works as art for you, ways to release your inner artist. If you've never tried it before, whether you're like super beginner or super been doing this for years, already know all the tricks, a lot of people still get more. I'm going to try to participate, but depends on doctor's appointments. Will be so much fun. Yeah. And if you can't, like I said, the pass is definitely the way to go. If you can't catch everything live, we'll be recording everything. If you have the pass, you will have access to everything else. But the way it works is that you'll get 5 each day. They'll be available, 5 presentations each day, pre-recorded ones. They'll be available from 9 a.m. Pacific time. We do everything in Pacific time because we're both in California now. One of these days we'll be in the same room, but we keep going, oh, but I don't want to go outside. We're always do that. We're like, oh, we're supposed to go meet up for coffee, but we don't want to go outside.
I know. Well, we're so busy though,
Yeah. But yeah, so then you get them for 24 hours each day. But if you get the pass, you get them for, at least for a year or two. At the very least, we just can't promise, if the world comes crashing down, that they're going to be gone. But other than that, they're going to be there for you.
Thanks, Charlene.
Plus, all of our speakers were super generous again this year. Or this season, I should say, not year. We haven't even had a year since the last one. So we are looking at doing them twice a year. So one in the spring and one in the fall, like this. As long as this one does really good, we'll do it again in the fall next year as well. Is there a Facebook? No, there is not a Facebook. So this is the one thing. So I'll finish this part and I'll get to that after that. But our speakers were so super generous. They have so many freebies that they're giving out. There's tons of freebies that they're going to be giving out. We have our own because we can't help ourselves. We keep adding stuff. And then there's also giveaways like crazy. People kept like, oh, here, you give this away. You guys, there's some crazy like giveaways in there. There's like gift cards to like Amazon. There's,
I think somebody like did a pretty substantial one.
yeah, there's one. Oh my God. Yeah, there is one, you guys, that gets you, if you get the pass. Michelle, she's in here, one of our speakers. If you get the pass, one of them is getting 50% off her entire shop. Okay? Your entire purchase, not just one item, your entire purchase in her shop is part of one of the things in there. If you get the pass, like if you get the upgraded pass, forget about it. We completely smashed last year's worth of how much it's worth. This time it's over $2,200, and I stopped counting after that, honestly. My last count was $2,200, so $2,200 is how much that is and worth. But I stopped counting because I was like there were so many things, but I'm pretty sure it's gone up again.
Yeah.
A lot.
You know, if you think that this is something that you guys will want to refer back to a lot, grab the pass. It's $39 when you get it within the first 20 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Just know that you got 20 minutes, that there's a countdown. After that, it goes up to $59 until the night before the night of the kickoff call.
Yeah.
That'll be the last call for
The 30th.
for
Yeah.
that $59, and then it goes up to $79. So we want you guys to get like the very best price. So grab it, you know, first. I promise it's not something that you're gonna want to miss. You
Yeah.
will use it
For
if you
sure.
want to learn this stuff.
The last one, everybody was like, oh my gosh. That's one thing I was going to tell you. We didn't put up any of the testimonials from last one, but
Yeah.
because you can see right now, it says the last one was so much fun. We just signed up, bought the pass. Thank you, Charlene. I just made it home, watched very late. Will this be replayed on YouTube? Yes, it will. It will be replayed on the tube. Every time I always get a loss for words because I couldn't believe how good the last one turned out. I loved it. Like, I knew it was going to be good, but it was better than good. It was fantastic. It was so much fun. I had fun, and I still go back and redo stuff from it. Like just the free one alone, you know, if you can't get the pass, make sure you're there for the free one. Grab your tickets, grab them early so that way you make sure you have all of that. We have a lot of fun stuff, and we did a lot of changes, so it's not like your usual one. So don't get the bad word retreat in your head. You know, retreat is what we do because it is a retreat. This is not a summit. A lot of people, it's similar to a summit, but it's not the same, okay? There's such a difference in the way that we run it and do everything. So just know that, okay? Same, I refer back when it's moving less. Yeah, I'm always going back to some of the replays and the challenge that we end up having after. So the free one, like I said, is going to work. It's 24 hours each day. There's going to be 5 each day. There's going to be a lunch and learn each day. The night before, we're going to have a kickoff call just to let you know how it's all going to work. You guys will we'll tell you exactly all of this again, so you know where to find everything. We made it so much easier to find stuff, you guys. It's the best part. You'll get to just relax during those times. Don't worry about like trying to get everything done that day. I always have people take notes and all of that. Much more hands-on, not just watching. Yeah, we do a lot more hands-on. We're like there, and our speakers, like, want
They're
to
very
be part of the
engaged.
action. Yeah.
Yeah, they're really engaged.
Yeah, they're really,
And
really, really
really
hands-on
talented,
themselves.
you know. They teach like some really nice art concepts and techniques and things that you can use in your junk journal. Stuff I wouldn't have even thought of doing in my junk journal.
Yeah,
Fun.
and it's
Yeah.
like, and it's also like just they talk about like art therapy and all these other things. So if you see something and you're like, oh, that looks like a simple project, don't pass it up because sometimes the pictures are very deceiving. I will tell you that right now because I was looking at some of the projects we were putting them up and I was like, oh, that's really cute. But then I go watch the video and I'm like, oh my gosh. Every
Yeah.
time I go watch the video, I'm like, oh my gosh, because there's so much more to it. You know, they might show you something really cute, like, oh yeah, it's a cover and I put some stickers on it. It's really cute. No, they go in and tell you about how it works, their thought process, how they use it for themselves. Um, it's
Just a lot.
yeah, it's unbelievable the way that they're teaching each one of these. They're really, really cool, and we have really good lineup of all the different people that are going to be in it are really cool. And let me pull up really quick the site. Give me one moment so you can see that. Now, also the best part is one thing we kept hearing is that people didn't want to go to FB, to the book of pages, you know, the book of faces. They didn't want to go there so much. The way that it was done, you've seen it a million times. So everything is basically hosted. And let me get this over here. Sorry, I'm going to butt our faces out of here real quick.
No problem.
So this is our page. Yours won't have this up here. It's because...
Here, I'm going to turn my video off so that you can make it big.
Oh, it won't matter. It's big. It's just different. I have to do it a slightly different way. Oh, yeah, that's right. You can't do it right there. Hold on. Let me do that. And I need to do it. So, hold on, because everybody else is being able to see it and not that one. Let me share my screen real quick.
Yep.
Application window. I have to do it. It's kind of weird and complicated just because of the, is it that one? I think it's that one. Let me make sure I'm doing this right. No, I didn't do that right. Kristi, do you see it?
I can see it.
Okay, I'm just making sure that I have it because it's a little bit different. Why am I not doing the screen? Yeah, it's going to be different because it's for you. You're going to see it different from everybody else. Everybody else sees something else. But it's on purpose. Okay, so this is the Muse site. Drag screen. Let me get this out of the way just for a second. There we go. It's a little weirdly complicated because of the whole 3 different places at once thing. But if you go right here, this is where you're going to get all the information. It's October 1st through the 4th, like I said. This is just a taste of some of the different projects. And like I said, they're deceiving. Some of them, like, oh, really cute. We're going to make some pumpkins and all of that. But then when you go into the whole thing, it's crazy. It's pretty cool. This is just a very small taste of some of the projects we're going to do. I can't wait to make these snippet rolls and this book right here. Oh my gosh, you guys. But basically this treat is going to be for anybody that just wants to like discover themselves with stuff. Even if you just want to do something really simple and be a kid again, it works also. But if you really want to, you know, go on a little bit more of an artistic journey, this is like really, really cool. Just want to learn some basics. This is perfect also. So like I said, if you're a beginner or not, it's perfect. You can grab your free ticket right on the website. You can read through all of this if you like. Learn about all our different speakers. So let me go back just to the beginning of the speakers. It makes a little more sense this way if I go back to the beginning. Oh, they got a little scrambled. Okay. Yeah, they got a tiny bit scrambled. So we have Sharon Coughlin. If I say names wrong, I'm really sorry. Tamara Perry, Therese Bradley. So Amy and Shannon over here are actually going to be together. They're new to all of this, but they have, people know them on TikTok. They always go live together. We have Concy, we have Enat, Elena, Cassandra, and I think Kieran, Michelle, another Michelle, Michelle Caldwell, Michelle Lou, and then we're back to Sharon. So these are all our speakers. They're awesome. There's a whole Meet the Speakers page where you can go. Why does that keep popping up? Go away. Drag to another screen to share. No, go away. There we go. So again, it's the 1st through the 4th. Now the 4th is going to be a special day just for our pass holders. So our Magic Muse pass holders, there's going to be an entire day just for you. So that's going to be the 4th. It's going to be pretty similar. Everything starts at 9 o'clock, live all day long on the 4th for our pass holders. And we finish off at 4 p.m. with our last thing. So this is kind of like an idea though with the free pass of how it's going to work. On the 30th at 4 p.m. is going to be our kickoff, where we're going to have like a bonus little kickoff project that we're going to do live. It will be recorded. We will put that one on the tube. Our lunch and learns will not be, they are going to be recorded, but those are only going to be included in the pass. Our lunch and learn, our Q&A sessions with our speakers will be on the tube for everyone though. So you'll be able to see those. The 3rd, we'll have our closing ceremonies or our closing little goodbyes at 4 p.m. And then October 4th is Magic Muse Pass Day, which will be doing all kinds of stuff that day. We got so many guest speakers for that day. Let me just say that. And it's all live, okay? But we got a ton of guest speakers for that day. So it's going to be really, really fun.
For some people, it's like you're getting double, but you know what I mean? Some people are doing a couple things. So not just one presentation, but they're going to do a live one plus a Q&A. So you're going to really get to know these people, you know, and what they do, and you know, discover some new techniques and new talent to follow.
Yeah, it's going to be super fun because we do have some new people that maybe you haven't seen in other events before. But if you're a TikToker, you've probably seen them on TikTok like crazy, that kind of thing. It's going to be really, really fun. Yeah, it is like 3 or 4 retreats in one. It's kind of crazy. It's a lot. It's really fun though. That's the one thing I really like about it because it's so interactive and fun. There's going to be giveaways and prizes like crazy. These are just some of the prizes right here that we have. What do we have? We have an entire, Michelle makes planner, junked up planners is what her site is called. So she's given away one of her junked up planners, but it's basically a junk journal planner, a junk journal style planner system that she has. I'm giving a choice of like digital set. We have inspirational deck of cards, a membership. I forget it. I think they're giving like a 3-month membership away. I forget whose this one is though. Amazon gift cards, gift certificates. What was that?
Cassandra Lawrence is
Cassandra's
giving the membership.
Yeah, so Cassandra's Creative Co-op. I forget what this is. I can't read it. I can't see. Actual sets of papers, handcrafted papers, a workshop from Kristi, a workshop from me. There's all kinds of stuff. Now, what I was talking about with the Book of Faces, a lot of people were like, I don't do Book of Faces. So they weren't able to participate in some of the live stuff, or not the live stuff, but like some of the like just fun games and stuff like that. So we actually created a complete retreat community. So when you see your, after you sign up for free, or you sign up for the pass, you are going to have an attendee page that will have everything on there for you. At the very top of the page, it's just like, you need the schedule, bam, there's a button there for it. You need to see what the speakers are like, there's a button for that. You need to get to the community group, there's a button for that. It's going to take you to my website where we have a private group there just for attendees. And if anybody's been on my website before, you may have already joined some of the groups on there. This one's a private one just for attendees. So I know I've been seeing people since I've put it up try to join it, and it hasn't been open yet. Basically, when you go to join the group, you're just going to answer a quick question. You let us know what email you used to sign up for the retreat itself. We double check to make sure you're really attending the retreat so that we don't end up with people that shouldn't be in there. And then mostly it's for trolls, really, because I like to make sure we keep our thing troll free. So we put you right in the group and you guys have at it. On the group, we'll show you a little bit more on how the whole group works during the kickoff call. So we'll go a little bit more into that after, but you can start joining in it as soon as you sign up for the retreat itself. But it's going to be really fun because there's specific little pages to find each one of your speakers easier. So there's actually a menu on there so that if you need to ask a question to a specific speaker, you can just click on it and it'll take you straight to that speaker and you can ask them a question. And our speakers, it makes it easier for our speakers as well to go find questions instead of having to scroll through like all of the posts and messages. It makes it a little bit neater. So you don't have to be on the Book of Faces anymore to do it. It's really fun. You do have to go to my site, but hopefully you enjoy it. But yeah, the lunch and learns are going to be freaking awesome. We have tons of stuff. The pass, like I said, when I first made this graphic, it was over $2,000. It quickly became $2,200. Book of Faces, it's because I can't say it, but I'll put it in the chat. I can't say it on the other thing. There. Yeah, I can't say it on the TikTok. Doesn't let me say certain things. Like I can't say, the tube that you guys are asking me those questions on. Yeah. The free and the pass. Yeah. You just got it. Cool, Tina. It's going to be a lot of fun. Desiree got hers too. Kathleen's got hers.
Hey, thanks everybody.
Yeah, it's going to be so much
you guys
fun.
are gonna
I can't
love it.
wait. But yeah, there's so much stuff. Like this is just some of the stuff. I couldn't fit everything in there. And we still have more stuff that people are giving us for the pass. More stuff that people are giving us for giveaways. I mean, it just keeps piling in. So it doesn't matter if you get the free ticket, the pass. The pass is definitely going to be better because you can just get more stuff. So much more stuff. Yeah, the Book of Faces. It's only, like I said, it's just TikTok is really, really strict about saying things. It doesn't want you off of their thing. I love it. It's just, we just don't want this taken down because we're,
Right.
yeah, they're just kind of weird about it, but yeah. But you can grab your free ticket. Like I said, it talks a little bit about everything on there. You just go to junkjournalretreat.com. If you have any questions, you have questions at the bottom that you can go through. It's pretty simple. You can learn a lot about what's going to be happening. It's going to be really fun. At the top, you can go to the registration. You can meet your speakers. This tells you about everybody if you haven't seen them before. Oh, what happened to us? We need to fix that.
Oh,
I don't know what happened there.
maybe one of the global colors changed.
Yeah. So when you go to meet your speakers right away, if you start following them, that really helps them. And it's a good way. We got to fix Pam. And it's a good way just to get to know them.
I don't know why these are like this.
I know they were fine
It
before.
shouldn't be this way. I think this is the wrong.
Is this the wrong one?
Hang on one sec. Let me find it because I did make that page.
It might be the wrong one. Oh, yeah, it might be the old one because I remember they had their...
Right.
Yeah, this is the old one. Sorry, guys. We're going to fix that right
look
now.
at, it should be AMJJ dash meet the speakers, but here, let me, I'm looking
Yeah, it's
for
just this, the menu is just tied to the wrong one is all.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hold on. I'll fix that right now.
Yeah, it's just that. So she'll fix that. You'll get the right speakers on there. That was the last speakers.
Sorry about that, everybody.
Yeah, I have to get the pass the enema. Definitely. So don't sign up for your free until then if you want to get it for the better price. But just remember that no matter what, the prices start going up after. And make sure to download the files and tutorials first, then watch videos. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely. So just know, like, with the pass, you're going to get the all the replays, all the pre-recorded, all of the lunch and learns, plus the extra day, which will also be recorded for you if you can't make the on the day of, on the 4th as well. You're going to get all the worksheets. The worksheets only come with the pass, which will have basically all your written out instructions and stuff on there. Discounts. Oh, plus you will also get the, you're going to get a ticket to the challenge event that I host on my website, which if you've taken the challenge before, you know that that's freaking awesome all on its own as well. It's like a whole another retreat because it's basically lasts about a month, but it's called the 20-day, it's the Art and Junk Journal 20-day prompt challenge. So that is going, the early pricing's $39, right, for the pass?
Yes.
Yeah, $39 for the pass, the early pricing. So that you have to get
So
right
that's
away after. You have 20 minutes after you sign up for the free
that
ticket.
day would be way more over.
Yeah.
Worth over $39 just for that one day.
Yeah, just that
Then
one
they
day.
get
It's crazy.
$2,000 more stuff.
I mean, just because we're going to be including a ticket to the challenge that I'm hosting on my site. The ticket for the challenge is $25 alone. So, I mean, $39 and you're going to get a $25 ticket thrown in as well. There it goes right away. So grab your passes. You don't want to wait till the end. It goes, it just keeps getting higher. And then you're going to end up having to pay $100 after if you don't grab it. So get it quick.
We want you to get it quick.
Yeah. We like saving people money, and it's cool because it's a really fun event.
Who doesn't want to save money?
Like, we don't like paying full price for anything ourselves, so why would we make other people?
Right.
But it is definitely worth it. Even if for the $100 price, it is worth it. So, like, even if you paid full price, forget about it. You're more than getting your money's worth. So just know that. Like I said, it's $2,200 worth of workshops, freebies, downloads, and these are like verified amounts. I don't know about you, but like I am always like, oh, is it really or whatever? I'm always a skeptic in things. And these are verified, like people hold these workshops every day. People pay a fortune. I mean, the 50% off coupon alone to Michelle Caldwell's shop, that's like, it's her entire inventory half off. That's craziness.
So you bought every single thing in her shop?
Yeah. I think it comes out to like almost $1,000 or something. Right, Michelle? It's like almost $1,000 of a discount that you're getting. It's her entire shop because she keeps adding stuff to her shop. So it's crazy. Let me see. Is the 20-day prompt challenge different from the last one? Yes, it's going to be an all-new prompt challenge. I just bought it, but it's the same cost. No, it's not going to be the same. So if you still want to get the last prompt challenge, it's going to be a different one. You're going to get like maybe 4 or 5 prompts that are similar, but they're going to have all new examples, all new things, because we do always like to start everybody off with like the first basic of how to build a junk journal for the first prompts. But after that, they're all going to be different. So it's going to be completely different. So the challenge that I run is always a new challenge, and we're going to change it every, we moved it. We were going to do it 3 months after the last challenge, but then we realized it's like kind of like on a weird timeline. So I let it be in October, and every 3 months after that, every season, there's going to be a new challenge. And it's going to change up, and the challenge is really cool on its own. So if you haven't been to the challenge before, you can check out, you can actually still purchase the last challenge, and you run it on your own time. So it goes 2 ways. If you go by the last challenge, you basically, the minute that you start watching it, you're going to see a 20-day timer. It actually goes off of 32 days, because you're supposed to take weekends off, or you're supposed to be 5 days challenge, 2 days off, 5 days challenge, 2 days off, 5 days challenge, 2 days off, until you get a complete 20 prompts done. And then you can do it at your own pace. So the minute that you start it, your 20 days starts, but you don't have to do it in 20 days. I have people still taking it. The only thing that happens is that you don't get to like check mark off what you did. But if you finish the challenge late or whatever, you just message me and I will send you your certificate because you get a certificate for it. The new challenge is going to start October 7th and it's going to run through November 1st. It's up to you if you want to play along live with us. We have a special group just for challenge people, and we have a special group just for challenge people. And what we'll do is every so often we'll go live during the first month of the challenge, and we'll do stuff with you. But most of it is kind of like a self-paced workshop that you can do on your own, or you can join us for all of the fun stuff. Are all the freebies, etc., downloads that we print ourselves? You actually mail small things. Usually it's things that you would print yourself, only because you got to think of it this way. We have thousands of people that join us for the retreats. So even mailing out something that costs 50 cents is a lot for any of us creators to do. So you're talking like $500 worth of stuff that people would have to mail. And I don't know, my business is still small. I can't afford that. So yeah, prizes on the other hand, there are prizes usually that people will mail out. I think there's like 1 or 2 prizes that actually are mail out. But freebies basically are all either workshops, downloads that you print yourself, or things that you watch or use online. So that's where all the freebies come in. Yeah. Cause yeah, if we were all to send that out, we'd be broke real quick. Actually, I forget what our count was last time, for attendees. It'd be kind of, yeah.
I don't know. I think it was like maybe almost.
It was a few thousand.
3,000, 4,000?
Yeah, 4,000. So yeah, that would, even if they, yeah, like I said, even at 4,000, yeah, I know it was like 4,000 people. Yeah.
It was
I'd be like, oh, never mind. we don't make that much off of the retreat itself. That would have blew all my retreat.
Totally.
It would have been gone.
Yep.
Yeah. But yes, but believe me, the freebies that you get that you do download and stuff like that, it isn't going to be like, gosh, that's the one thing, like I always would download freebies that I liked and whatever from different challenges, and there's really good freebies that people give out. But all of our freebies, like for instance, like I give out paper packs. I sell digital paper packs all the time, and I do printed. But I mean, just a paper pack alone can be anywhere between $20, $30 for the bigger ones, but usually they're about $20 for mine on average, so it's a lot. The downloads and classes as freebies with the pass look like they're all the same from the May. Is there anything different ones besides the challenge? The downloads and classes freebies. No, there's only one that is the same, but it is, there's one that I saw that's the same, that is a prize now instead of it going with the pass. I checked through all of them. None of them that I've seen are the same. There might be similar styles, maybe.
Yeah, I didn't see that.
I didn't see any duplicated ones.
There were doubles, except the one that we talked about. Yeah.
It charged me for the last one, even though I had the last one, but I wanted this one. Are you talking about the pass?
Oh, we'll get that fixed, Tina. Let me take a look at it. I can look right now.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no. I'll switch everybody.
Okay. Yeah, if you ended up with the May,
sorry,
oh, that might be why. Is it going to the wrong pass?
It is.
Okay, that's why, you guys. Sorry about that. She's fixing it. So Gigi, that might be why it's all looking like the same thing from the May retreat. We'll switch you over.
Oh, goodness. We'll switch you over today, right after we're done here.
Yeah. That's kind of why we do this announcement before
Yeah.
our speakers announce, so that if we catch any glitches, we can fix it before our speakers start
Exactly.
announcing
Exactly.
So I apologize. You guys are here on our, it's kind of like our test day at the same time.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. You can sign up on junkjournalretreat.com. And on our pages, you're going to start seeing that up on our pages too. So it's junkjournalretreat.com.
So what page comes up
Oops,
after
it
this?
should be .com. Sorry, it said co, but .com. Junkjournalretreat.com is where you're going to go. Yeah, Anita, she's going to switch you guys all over. So if you want to pause
Yeah,
for a
I
second, if
will.
you are purchasing it, if you already purchased it, don't worry.
Yeah.
You're going to get moved over to the correct one.
Yeah, I have all your names right here in front of me, so no problem. I'm starting to, I'm going to do that directly after we're done here. And you should also know that all the presentations are available pretty much, they'll be all available this week. Most of them are there already, but all of the bonuses are going to be
Oh, yeah, I see. Okay.
begin to be added this week. So all of that stuff is going to be in there. So please don't freak out. It's just kind of the way that it works for me, that I need to make sure that you guys get all the presentations, and then the bonuses will come after. But they will be, I'm sorry, it'll be done before the 1st, probably even before that.
Yeah, it's just a glitch. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah. So the actual,
I don't know how that's happening.
I will
though.
show you what's in the past, you guys. Give me one sec.
Yeah.
I'll show you what you're actually getting in the pass
Let me
itself.
start seeing about this.
Yeah,
start
it's
clicking it right
redirecting
now.
to the wrong pass is all.
What is the page that's redirecting to though?
After they sign up for the free, and then it says to click here to get the next steps. So after you sign up for free,
Can you
it's
give me
taking you.
Because it'll be a lot faster for me to fix that.
So if you go here and you're signing up,
One sec, let me go to where, because I'm seeing something totally different than you. Okay, go ahead. Yes.
okay.
Sign up.
So you sign up, complete.
Actually, let me just do it. I'll just do it. Forget it. Forgot I could just do
Yeah,
this.
because click here for next steps. It's
There's
taking
no
you to the
payment.
old pass.
Okay.
So after
Oh,
checkout,
gotcha. Okay, guys. Sorry
Yeah.
about that. I'm fixing it right now.
so
A lot of moving
here,
parts with this thing. So we're bound to have some problems.
let me show you here. All right. So this is your pass, you guys. So if you do, let's see. Okay, no, you didn't do anything wrong. Sorry about that, guys. Are you sending an email about this retreat? Yes, we're definitely sending emails about this retreat. You're going to see one from us later today. And then tomorrow, if you're following any of our speakers, they are all going to start sending them tomorrow as well. So you might see a few, so we apologize. What have we created now? We have created an entire event. It's a follow-up kind of offshoot from our May event. We had the Art and Junk Journal retreat in May, and now we have the Autumn Muse, which is going to be our autumn time. Basically, because we both love freaking fall and Halloween and witchy stuff and all that stuff, so we had to have one during this time of year. So should we re-sign up? No, you don't need to re-sign up. Your free pass is fine.
I'm gonna switch everybody
Yeah.
over. You're gonna get the
And if you paid for the artisan pass instead of the Magic Muse pass, she's going to move you over to the Magic Muse pass. You don't have to do anything.
yes.
You will get access to all of that. So when it sends it out, it's going to send you out something that tells you how to access your Magic Muse pass, and it's going to take you to the Magic Muse pass day. I mean, the Magic Muse pass whole everything. So don't worry, we'll get you guys sorted out. You don't have to do anything. So just look out for the email that tells you where to access everything, and it will take you to the right place. So you'll be good. But this is the Magic Muse Pass. So I was like, I know there was like one thing in there that was kind of the same, but I was like, it should be all different stuff. I was like, no. Yeah, so our last... What was that?
I said I was thinking that too.
Yeah. So basically this is the Magic Muse Pass. Our total when I first did everything was 2,000. My last count was 2,200, but I know we surpassed that too. So you're getting over $2,200. So basically you're going to get an exclusive day. Like I said, it's going to have, starting at 9, we're going to do like our intro, tell you how the day goes. From there, you're going to get, we're going to do a small little thing at 9 a.m. Pacific time. And then every hour after that, all the way until 4 o'clock will be our last hour that we do something. There's going to be a project. We're going to do an easy project around, I think it's the 11 or 12 o'clock hour. There's like an easy project so you can take a break, have a snack, have some lunch, eat and do the project at the same time. So we have like breaks in between for that Magic Muse Pass day because that's all live. You're going to have tons of downloads, tons of stuff. A lot of them are workshops, you guys. It's a lot of extra workshops. So you're going to have workshops for like the next year, or at least to cover you until Art and Junk Journal Retreat comes around again in May. May something around there. You get unlimited access to everything, absolutely everything. Plus you're going to get all of the worksheets. The worksheets come with the pass. We're going to have special prizes just for pass holders. So you guys still can participate in all the regular prizes. There's going to be even more prizes for our pass holders. Plus you get a whole extra ticket to a whole other event, which is the challenge, which you can do it self-paced or you can do it live for the first round with us, all of that. Yep, you just go to junkjournalretreat.com. If you want to wait just a teensy-weensy bit, that way you don't have to get moved over to go grab the pass. Just wait just a little bit, and then that way you go directly to the Magic Muse Pass. But like I said, you're all going to get that. If you already bought it, you'll get moved over, so don't worry. But this is what you're actually getting. You want to get it right away, like I said, after you sign up. So this is a glimpse of everything that we're doing that day. So our first thing is going to be like wax stamp magic. So we're going to be using like wax stamps, seals to do a bunch of stuff. And then we're going to have the hand painting, easy peasy art papers, junk journal bookends. Those are really cute. Blackout poetry is our lunch and learn. So you guys can do that while you're eating and stuff like that. How much of the live will be on Telegram? None of it. Trying to join that app didn't work for me at all, so I missed the Artisan Pass. The retreat will not be on Telegram. The retreat will be on Zoom. The challenge, the live challenge will be on Telegram. If you need help later, message me later and me and you can set up a time so I can help you with the challenge. Yeah. The challenge is on Telegram because that's my website. The retreat is not on Telegram. That's all on Zoom. My Artisan Pass should still be good for me to get. Right. Yeah, your Artisan Pass from before, you can still access that. So from the last retreat, you can still access that one. But yeah, so our lives for the retreat will be on Zoom and YouTube, and the live for the challenge, those are on Telegram. Like I said, Gigi, I can help you set up Telegram later if you like. You're trying to find where? Junkjournalretreat.com. Like I said, after you sign up for the free ticket, it will take you to the paid Magic Muse Pass. So Kimmy, like I said, if you want to wait just a second because she's fixing the link got a little funky on us.
That's all set now.
Okay, so it should be good now. Go grab your passes now. Yeah, go to junkjournalretreat.com. It's just junkjournalretreat.com. Grab your free ticket. That will then take you to an early bird price for the Magic Muse Pass. So that way you don't have to pay so much for that one. like I said, you get the challenge ticket, you get that with it. So this is everything you're getting. There's actually more. There's a few more things that I have to add in here that I haven't, because I'm just waiting on it from some other people. So not everything is here, but there's a lot here. So you have Sassy Spores, which is a junk journal set. You have the Fall on Halloween Sublimation and SVG bundle, which is $22. You have the Chronicles of Change Junk Journal Planner plus 50% off coupon for your entire purchase. We have the 50% off here. So that is $19.50 just for this, and we're at $450. I know this is bigger. The coupon, yeah, because if I'm not mistaken, Michelle, you've added some stuff. So that value just keeps growing, because if more stuff she adds to her shop, it's crazy. We have Love Letters, which is a new set of full mega pack from Kristi, which is a newer one, because she doesn't sell it in like a big pack. You have to usually buy everything individually. That's a $30 value. My new Ghostly Pastel Cuteness Junk Journal set is going to come with that. So if you already bought it, I don't know if anybody's bought it digitally yet, but I know a lot of people have bought it physically. Digital set's going to be right here. You're going to get that included with it. If you already have it, just talk to me and I'll send you something else instead, because I know a lot of people started buying it, but I don't think not a lot of people got it digitally. Wildflowers and Wings, that's another $30. Hello Kitties, this is so cute, you guys. It's Hello Kitties mega pack. It's so freaking cute. I keep coming up with good ideas. One is the work sound. Yeah, exactly. That's the way I am. I'm constantly adding them, and I'm trying not to. I ended up with too many that are going to come out on the 22nd now. 30 art journal tutorials ebook. Oh, I forgot to put the value on this one. This one is a lot. It's like a few $100s for this one, because it's actually 30 different art journal tutorials. This one I think was quite a bit, but I have to add that in because she just gave me the value of that one. And that's one she sells on her site all the time. That's Enats. And then these are these are just like your download ebook type of stuff. These are your workshops. Getting to know your sewing machine. So if you've ever wanted to sew in your junk journals and stuff like that, this one's going to be cool because she tells you how to do it. It's freaking awesome. You're all signed up. Cool, Gigi. Yeah, this one's an $87 value, but she tells you how to like set your settings on the sewing machine, and so you can sew on paper and on your books and making embellishments. It's really cool. I want to go watch that one before you guys. I try not to watch them before you guys, so we're doing them at the same time, but I really want to go do that one. Arting your journal course. So it's a 30-day challenge, 30 different lessons. So here's another challenge that you're getting. Gratitude Whispers art journal class is another class that you're getting. Another workshop. Acorns and Leaves tutorial. This one's a whole, this one is very relaxing and calm. I will tell you that. When you watch this one, have yourself a cup of coffee. It's super relaxing and calm. Yeah, I was just sewing lace to pockets. Is it $25? $25 for the pass. It's $39. The pass is $39 if you get it right away after signing up for the free ticket. So grab your free ticket. There's going to be a link that says, what do we do next? It's going to take you to signing up for the pass. All this is included in the pass. You're not paying for these individually. These are included in your pass for the $39 price. The free ticket, junkjournalretreat.com. If you just go junkjournalretreat.com right away at the very beginning, I'll show you it in just a second. Dimensional journal page with air dry clay. This is like really 3D. It's kind of hard to see on here, but it's like a really nice 3D thing on there. I have an interactive mini journal workshop with bonus files and bonus paper set. And I'm going to, this was originally a Cricut class workshop that I did, but you're going to get not only the Cricut files, but I'm also going to give you files and templates to use to measure everything out manually. Plus I'm going to, you're also going to get the Untamed Blooms that I used to decorate that book. Magic Muse Past Day Workshops, Stamp Magic, hand painted easy peasy art papers, junk journal bookends, a blackout poetry demonstration, You just need, we're going to give you supply lists for all of these things, by the way, the free and the paid. Cassandra just gave me hers, so I got to put hers in. So I apologize. I got to look up what hers is, but that will be there. Tissue and rice paper into journal pages. I really want to see how to do this. Transform a face from a magazine. We need a space there. And then again, the ticket. So last count was 2232 when I was adding it up again, but I know it went up again because I still have stuff coming in from a few more people. Plus I have Cassandra's. And so, yeah, there's a lot, you guys. All right. So to recap, if you are just signing up for the retreat, here's where you're going to go. junkjournalretreat.com. It's going to look like this, right? So Kimmy, see if you can see my screen. Let me know if you can see my screen right now. So junkjournalretreat.com, you're going to go there. And if you just scroll down a bit right here, get your free ticket. So right there, get your free ticket. So junkjournalretreat.com, and then it'll repeat, get your free ticket, learn more about the speakers, and then it just tells you the rest, get your free ticket. It should be on there quite a few times on that first page. So junkjournalretreat.com. Let me put it again. All right, there we go. If you can put it again on YouTube, Kristi, or I'll put it, let me see. There it goes.
What is it?
Just the website, junkjournalretreat.com.
Oh, yeah, I will.
Yeah. So any other questions on that? So yeah, again, if you already got the pass and you were directed to the wrong pass, we're just going to move you over. But now it's all corrected, so you should be good now. I'll go on there and I'll check it for you guys.
Everybody's getting moved over right now.
Yeah, so if you go on here, let me do, what do I got? My very, very old email. You can email there. Oops, I didn't do that right. I can't fill out forms very well, sorry. There we go. So all you do is put your name. I would put your last name. It just, if you end up, it ties you better, but put that, put your email address in. There's no payment needed for the free ticket. You complete your order. It goes here. It says click here for next steps. Make sure you click on that. And that will take you to the $39 price. You only have 20 minutes. So like on all the emails that I've tried, I can't touch this now. You only have 20 minutes to get it. If you come back here in less than 20 minutes, like you accidentally close it, you'll be fine. If you wait after 20 minutes, the price is going to go up, just so you know. It's still not as much as full price, but it's still going to go up. You just fill all this out, you make your payment, and then it's going to give you information. We will always send you reminders on how to get in there, on how to make sure you can access your pass, on how to make sure that we're going to send reminders like, hey, we're starting in this many days. The night before, we're going to send out something so that you know how to get into the free retreat, to the paid part of the retreat, all of that good stuff. We're going to send reminders out every morning. You got your free ticket, cool. We're going to send out reminders every morning so that you guys don't get lost. And like I said, there is a page just for attendees that has all the links for you to go to, so you know where to find everything, including the Zoom links so that you can watch any of the live stuff. The pass holders will have a completely separate Zoom link that are just for pass holders for the Magic Muse Pass Day. Magic Muse Pass Day is a completely different Zoom link, but that will be in your pass. What do we call the page? On your pass page. Pass holders get a special pass page. Where do we sign in if it was messed up? We're going to send it out to you. When she moves you over, you're going to get an email that tells you where to sign in. Yeah, and you'll have access to it. So we're going to send that out to you so that you have a proper place to sign in. We just got to get off of here to do it all after that, because sometimes it's a little bit harder to do it while we're doing this. There we go. All right. I think you guys can see us both now again. Okay. But yeah, you guys can go register safely now. If you have any questions, let us know. Yeah, does anybody have any questions on any of the stuff? This is going to get replayed, so you can watch if you missed any of the project stuff. It'll all get replayed. I got to finish my soft cover that I was making. You're excited. I'm excited. I can't wait to do stuff. Now I go to my next steps in a minute. Yeah. Like I said, don't let the timer run out or else the price will go up. And we can't adjust those timers for anybody. So
it does have to be purchased within that 20 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if you close the window, you'll ever be able to get back to that page.
Yeah, it's a little harder, so don't close the window.
Yeah. And don't let the time run out. Just if you pretty much know you want it, then just grab it.
Yeah, Magic Muse Pass just showed up on her course page. Yep. That's the way it should happen.
Yeah.
So if you have the old one, it'll still take you. So even if you have the old email, it'll show up there for you.
Yes. If you can get to your page. So I've gotten a couple of these done now.
It's a noisy day here today.
Three more that I need to do. So within a half an hour, you guys. Yeah. I'm sure earlier than that even.
So one by one. And then I'm going to put the link up on my website after this, because since I'm the one hosting the multi-stream, if I start messing with that, I'm going to lose something.
Yeah.
So yeah. But I'll have the link for the retreat up on my website and everything else. And of course, we're going to be advertising like crazy for everything. So you'll see that all till it starts. So remember, it starts October 1st, but we're going to have a pre-day on the 30th to just say welcome. It's our little night before mingle,
And keep checking back in the past, you guys. And I'll try to make sure I'm in the group telling you when things are updated and added and everything. That way you guys can understand what's happening with your pass.
Yeah. And if you join the group, if you're joining the group right now on my website for attendees, just give me a minute. As soon as I'm done here, I'll make sure everybody gets approved. And then you guys can start talking in there like crazy as much as you want. That one does not have a Telegram group attached to it. We're not going to attach a Telegram group to this one. If you guys are familiar with my website, we do have Telegram groups attached to a Telegram live chat attached to the other groups on my site. This one will not have it, just so it doesn't get so complicated. But it'll be fun. So
everyone should be updated now. And I will send out an email with the link if the system doesn't send it out. I don't know if it does or not when you're granted access to a course, but I'll send one out to you.
Yeah.
For the sign in. If you haven't already gotten in, then look for that email. And it'll be from my private account, you guys, just so you know. So you're like, who's this? It's me. I'm sending things to you.
Yeah, so if you don't know already, Kristi, Monique, Junk Journal Bosses, Misfit Crafter. So if you get anything from any of those places, make sure you clear them so that in case something, or you're asking questions, if you have questions, use the help, or is it help at junkjournalretreat.com?
Help desk?
Help desk.
Junk Journal Retreat?
Yeah, help desk at junkjournalretreat.com. If you have questions about the retreat, ask through there. It just helps so that both of us can see your questions and we can keep everything kind of nice and neat If you have questions about something that Kristi's doing, ask Kristi. If you have something on my website, ask me. We are a package deal for this retreat, but after that, it's a little weird.
That's funny. Package deal.
Next up, pay. Cool. Kimmy, thank you so much. Kimmy got her pass. Yeah. If it's junction or retreat, that's both of us.
It might end up being that the email that was sent out, if you just click on the let's see, the link says Artisan Pass, it will make you sign in, but you would have the same sign in as always.
Yeah.
But anyway, still look for my email. I'm just letting you know that you may not have to wait.
So yeah, if you ended up with the wrong pass, if you still use that link, it'll still take you back, and you'll still it'll just take you to the Magic Muse pass instead. Because it's the same on her thing. It's basically one sign in, and anything you've ever gotten off of her site, off of Kristi's site, will all take you, all of your memberships will be in there in one spot. Same thing like if on mine, I tagged you on my unboxing yesterday too. Very cool. I will check it out if I haven't already. I know I saw a couple of different ones. Yesterday I was just preparing for this like all day and getting out orders. So everybody except for two of the line templates, everybody's order except for 2 line templates are out. My last 2 I gotta send out tomorrow because we had to print some more. So yeah, and all the rest of the line templates are gonna be up as well.
How many are there?
So he ended up making, where is my stack? You guys wouldn't believe how many, look at the stack that we went through of testing. This is why we're not allowed to stay up for 2 days, Mr. Little Brother who finally went to bed. He stayed up for 2 days straight because he was so trying to, and it wasn't for this, he actually, because of this guy. This guy is what keeps him up these last few days, is getting that guy done. That will be out, you guys. Like I said, the cauldron got derailed a little bit because of it's better, everything's good now, but it got derailed a little bit because of the LED lights were not, the original ones that he ordered were not fitting correctly on the boards he had made. Did you see the boards? Like the electronic board for the inside that goes inside to hold the lights. I'm looking at you because you're over there. but yeah, the little board, I'll show you guys that. It's really fun to look at. But yeah, these were like all the testers, but there is the original 1/4 inch and this is the correct one. So you see how the tabs moved over a little bit. Yeah. There is a 3/16, which is thinner. So it goes like this. So you have your 3/16, your 1/4 inch, and then you have your 3/8. So the only thing is, this is what happened because he stayed awake. He kind of goofed on that one. Not that you guys are gonna get it goofed, but they're all good now. So the tab for the 3/8 will show up like that. So your tabs are gonna look like that. You're gonna have a 1/4. I mean, sorry, a 3/16, a 1/4, and a 3/8, right? I don't know if you guys want bigger. I don't think we need bigger than that because 3/8 looks like this.
Yeah, it's almost a 1/2 inch.
Yeah, so I don't know if anybody wants any bigger than that. I don't think we need bigger than that. It's just that he accidentally forgot to finish moving it. So this is actually, he put a 3/8 tab on a 3/16 because he was tired. But they're all good now. So right now the 1/4 inch is available now, and I'm going to be adding to the shop the other 2 options. So when you go to the shop, it's going to say the line guide tool, but then it's going to give you an option for what size you want and then what color you want, or what color and then what size, one of the 2. But you got to choose both. So if you can't add it to your cart, that's why you didn't pick something. Yeah, we are gonna try to have it available so you can just get it as a set of 3 or more. We're trying to figure out if he's gonna add something else, because what I want him to add is one more right here that shapes so that it uses maybe the 1/4 inch or something, but where like there's a heart and like an oval and a rectangle, like shapes on it with lines, so that you can put those anywhere on your junk journal, because it fits a half a page of junk journal like perfectly. It's made to be 8 1/4, so this full thing is 8.5 inches, but it'll fit like with the little 1/4 inch border by 5.5. Yeah, so it fits like perfectly a paper folded in half for junk journals. So it's kind of fun. But yeah.
So I just sent the email out.
Okay.
If for some reason you didn't get the email or you don't get the email, help desk at Junk Journal Retreat, and I will take care of you today.
I actually show that he's on here live on TikTok, or he was. I don't know if he still is.
Your
I
brother?
think he's asleep. Yeah, I think he fell asleep finally. Hope he did. He has a bad habit of staying up like that when he gets into what he's doing. But yeah, the cauldron, like he's worked it out. Oh, let me show you. I was going to show you. The only reason I'm excited about the board is because it's funny what he put on it. Let me show you it. Some people saw it. Let me grab one. Where are they? Oh, there they are. Oh, I see why.
I'll be right back.
He was watching on his laptop. His laptop is still down here. I think he finally went to bed. Okay, so these are the circuit boards that go in the cauldron that hold all the lights. So he has to like, so these are truly handmade. Like our shop is we call it Misfit Crafter Menagerie because it's a menagerie of handmade stuff. But see, it lights up. So this is like underneath the bubbles. This is the part goes underneath the bubbles. So it's truly handmade because he actually has to go in there and put all the lights attached to all these little circuits. But look, he put, see if you can see that. He put me on it. He put my mini me right there on the circuit board. And this is the bottom of the circuit board, and I'm right there also, right? So when you get your cauldron, if you look, this is like the prototype, that's the big thing. But when you go in there, you'll see if you can see the mini me. So I thought it was funny that he put the little mini me in there on both sides of the board. This is the only thing that like he had made. He actually designed it and made one of these by hand and then sent it to a company to have it made. But you see the mini me on it?
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's so cute.
And then it's on the bottom. That's the top. This is the bottom. So she's there too. And I was like,
Wow.
Oh, cute. So yeah, he made it by hand, like cut it out of this funky board and then sent it off to a company. And then they sent us a bunch of these boards back. And then he has to go in and place all of the little lights on. And then he puts it in an oven and bakes it and they stick. It's really cool.
Wow.
It's going to be fun. Oh, and then did you hear about what it does now too?
No.
So you guys saw that it lights up, right? If you haven't seen it, people have been wanting this since last year. It's a glue holder. So you put your glue here, any size bottle, doesn't matter what you got, even the big old honker. This is the prototype, one of the prototypes. So it's mostly going to look like this. Almost 100% looks like this, except I think we're changing the feet. Right here, we got our new little brushes with our little thing on it. So they're going to be cute, and that goes in there. And then you get a couple of these. You can't see this close. And the little star will go on the top, right? So it lights up. That was the first thing. Like, I just needed a cauldron. I just wanted a cauldron with a hole in it. And he's like, but it has to have lights. So he added lights, right? And then he's like, oh, but if I get these boards, I can do it. And I can put the lights on. It's going to come with the remote, right? Thanks for all the rundown on the past. Again, for today's projects, have to go in a few. Definitely. Thank you for signing up. Yeah, it's cute even if it doesn't light up, right? I didn't even ask. he's like, but we could put lights. And I was like, okay, because we use the see-through like stuff. And then he got a remote. So the remote now, if you get it and you just use the remote, it does like a bunch of different presets and stuff with the cute lights, and it does all these little tricks and all that, and can do a bunch of stuff. You can also get an app that's free to download with it now, and it will have same thing, all these like hundreds of different color combos and things that it can do, but it also has a mic on it, and it can follow your voice or music while it's playing, and the lights move according to that. And then he shows me, he's like, hey, check this out. So he comes over here with the phone, and I thought he's showing me like the app and stuff. And then he turns on the camera on the app and starts pointing it to stuff. And whatever you point it to, it matches the color of whatever you're pointing the camera at. So I was like, what? So yeah, and I forget what else it can do. It just does a lot of stuff, and it's really cool. And it holds your glue. And then it's going to have like a little tray pan that can catch glue, but you can also pull it off to the side. It'll be similar to this guy. It's going to look similar to this, and it's going to be a little catch your glue tray, but you can also use it because it's going to have silicone coating on it. So you can use it to rest other stuff, use it as a little paint thing, and rest your thing on it so that has it. But then, because he had me testing out the little thing that the battery pack and everything, it's rechargeable, by the way. You don't have to use batteries. It's rechargeable. It holds the charge about an hour. If you had it like full blast all the way up, super bright, which you're never really going to have. You're going to be playing with colors. That's like crazy mode. It holds the charge for an hour, but it holds way longer than that. And it charges in like less than 10 minutes, which is cool. You plug it in for less than 10 minutes, and this thing holds for like a few hours on really cool modes. And then, what else? Oh, and it's going to have, if you look inside, it's going to have another extra plug that you can daisy chain other lights to it, or whatever else you want to daisy chain to it. And that one battery controls and lights up all that. So yesterday he like put strings of lights over my little setup I have right here, plugged it into the cauldron, and everything lit up. And I was like, so when it comes to giveaways during our events, stuff is going to start showing up in the giveaways for the event. So even if you just join just to get giveaways, it's going to be fun. So it's going to be a lot of fun. I can't wait for this event to start.
I dropped the link again for people that want to sign up.
Yep. If you're just catching, basically we'll have the replay for you if you missed the everything.
Let's see. Let me give it to them.
There we go. So yeah, replay is going to be on the tube, and you'll be able to watch that. You can go to junkjournalretreat.com, sign up. After you sign up for your free ticket, it will switch you there. I love giveaways too, along with everything else. Oh, giveaways are always cool. They're always the funnest thing there is.
Yeah, fun.
Go grab giveaways like crazy. I like the other color too. The other one. I gotta put the stickers on this one, and they'll be cute together. Can't wait to review on the replays. Yeah, so if you were kind of watching, you got the idea, but then you watch the replay and you can get everything. We'll try to edit it so that it's a little bit more, maybe not too crazy, but we'll see. But yeah, it's gonna be on the Junk Journal Retreat.
Today.
Yeah.
How are we giving them the link to the group?
It is on their attendee page.
Oh yes. Okay.
There's a button on the attendee page. So once you sign up and you get access to the attendee page, there is a link there to join the attendee group on my site, when you go, let me show you how to do that. Where are you? There you are. All right, so I just blocked this out, so you guys should see this. Okay. From the attendee page, it's going to take you, I gotta log out real quick so it looks the same. If you're already a member of my website, it's just gonna take you to the group page. If you are not a member of my website, it's gonna pop up like this, or if you're not logged in. So when you go to the attendee page, there is gonna be a button that tells you at the very top, you can't miss it. They're giant buttons at the top of the page, not on a menu. They look like this big. All these buttons that you can press to get everywhere. It's going to say attendee group page. So I should be on the attendee page. Yeah. So if you're already a part of my website, you can go to the attendee page from there to the group from there. Make sure you put the email that you use to sign up for the Junk Journal Retreat. So, because I know I have people that are signed up on different emails on my website. Make sure you put that email. We confirm, like, yeah, you are part of the retreat. We'll approve you to get into the group. If you've never been to my site or you're signed out of my site, it's going to be here. If you don't have the pass, you still get access to the group. Yes, it's not a special pass group. It's for anybody that's attending. Yeah, there's no special pass group. Everybody that's attending is going to be there. When you sign up for the pass, you get that special pass page that has everything else. Yeah. Where can I share my journal from today? On the attendee group. So join the attendee group so you can share it. I mean, you can always just share it and tag us as well. You can tag us everywhere at junkjournalretreat.com, but or at junkjournalretreat, and that'll also do it. Or tag either one of us individually or all of us all together. But go join the group. So you should have access to your attendee page. Then go to the attendee group. It'll be a button that says attendee group. It's going to take you here. You just sign up. If you like, you have to agree to the code of conduct or you're not going to be let into my community. It's up to you if you want to join the community, which is a member. It's a free membership. You do have to be a member to access the group. So you got to keep that one checked. And you can uncheck or check if you want to get the newsletter, which is helpful because you get to know about things like this. I don't send a whole lot of emails out either. You sign up. If you're already a member, just log in. If when you sign up, the page is blank, refresh the page. If it keeps going blank or being weird, you're probably already a member. Go to log in and recover your password. Because I know there's some people that haven't signed into my website since the last retreat or from other retreats or other summits. If for some reason it keeps glitching after you sign up, it's usually because you're already a member, and I'm trying to figure out how to make sure that it says, oh, you're already a member. But if you're not sure if you're a member, just go to log in and retrieve your password. What's up?
It just did that to me. And also the login, if it looks kind of like there's only the option to create an account, but right underneath that,
right here.
Where it says login.
Oh, is it not showing? There, hold on. Sorry, guys.
I think it's probably because I might have my thing magnified.
So I moved it up. I know on TikTok it wasn't showing it. On the other one it should be. It's just because I had the screen moved. But down here it has the login for if you're already a member, all the way at the bottom. And if you're on your phone or a tablet, just scroll. You'll see already a member login. And then you can just recover your password. I log in with everything with Google or log in with email. New to the site, if you accidentally click on that, you can just say sign up instead. It takes you right back over here again. It's trying to fill me in though since I'm already a member. And I just log in with my Google. You can also just log in with your Google if you want to, or sign up with your Google. For me, it's just easier that way. Once you're logged in, it's going to take you to that group directly. If you're already a member, just go to your members only area, go to groups, and it's right there. Autumn Muse Junk Journal Retreat Attendee Group. And you can go in it. It's already telling me I have member requests, so I'll go in those in a second. In here, once you're in the group, you can ask questions. You could post your projects, do whatever you want. Yeah. There is a little welcome right here. sorry, the welcome's over here. This is all the threads for all the different speakers. That's why those are first right now. I did mine last. That's why I'm up first. Because it doesn't in reverse order. But right here on the right where it says topics, if you have a question for a specific speaker, or you just have a regular admin question, or for a particular speaker, you can go in here and you can say, so say we go, who do we have in here? Michelle Caldwell. So you can go there and it's just going to pull up hers, and you can ask your question about her project, or if you have a specific question. So it makes it a lot easier. Nothing happens when I click member group. It's not going to the member group? Okay, hold on. Let me fix that myself. All right, give me a second. When you click member group, it just goes nowhere. Okay, hold on. That's weird because I checked that the other day. Let me see what's happening. Let me fix it. Yeah, like I said, this is like, we do this extra pre-announcement before everybody else so we can check this stuff out. So thank you guys for telling us. Bear with us on that. All right, let me get there. Attendee group, attendee. You're on the attendee page, right? On the attendee hub. Come on. There it goes. And members only. And you clicked on groups. Try refreshing your page. Maybe that should be taking you there for sure. Let me check. Hold on. Okay, so yeah, it's not on this. This is fine. All right, let me see. Okay, so did you click it up here on members only and then groups? Is that what you did? Or did you just click on members only? Okay, so you went here, you hit groups. It should have taken you here. If it's not, you might have to clear your cookies or something, because the link is working. I don't have any special privileges on this one. Like, so when I go in here, I'm not like in the back office or anything. So I'm going on here just like as if anybody else would. So if you go here and you click groups here, it takes you to this page. If it's not working, try clearing your cookies and then going back to it. If you did this first, like just click on members only, it would take you here. And then click this. Okay, all right, cool. Yeah, so it should work. And then you just go to view. It's going to say view if you're already a member, or it's going to say request to join if you're not. Something like that. So I'm a member of them all. So like I'm automatically a member, so it's going to do that. If you don't have a membership to my website, if you click on groups, it's going to take you to it's going to blink for a second and then take you to the sign up page to sign up to be a member. Or if you're logged out, it will do that too. But yeah, this is our group. We got everything in here. It's pretty fun. Any events, so like when we'll also, like in the event page, we'll announce like this is going to have all of the, sorry, I had a brain fart there. So it's going to have all of our like live lunch and learns and stuff listed here and all that with the Zoom links. Media is just any pictures that people add are going to end up over here also. So if you just want to see pictures, so these are like everybody's pictures that I added. So that's why that's in media. And then just a little bit about the group itself. just talks about the Autumn Muse and the group and all that. Group rules, usual stuff, you know. Don't be a butt, basically. Pretty simple rules. No spamming, no advertising, the usual rules. Y'all in? Okay. Like I said, I'll go in and approve everybody after. It's just that sometimes if I go to my website in the back end, I don't want to do that on here with everybody on. I might end up kicking us all off that way. All right, so does anybody have any other questions on anything? Any questions for Kristi? Any questions for me as soon as Kristi comes back? I don't know where she went. How's everybody doing so far? Is everybody excited? But definitely share what you made from today's, if you made your journal today. If you haven't made it yet, go back in there. Like I said, we'll post the replay in a minute, and a few minutes after this. It takes a little while for us to, we have to upload it, cut out anything we don't need, upload it, and then add it. The tube sometimes takes a bit. So yeah, it's going to be on the tube. It's Junk Journal Retreat, at Junk Journal Retreat on the tube. Definitely, you're very welcome. All right, so we're all good. It was just a refresh thing. And then I'm gonna get some food after this. You're muted.
Yeah, I gotta hop off and do some customer service things. So, I mean, actually, for the speakers. So,
Okay.
I'm gonna hop off. Thank you, everybody, for coming.
Yep. Thanks, guys. We'll see you later. If you have any questions, just let us know. Go ahead and sign up. And we'll see you later. We'll put the live on in a little bit. We're really excited. It's gonna be fun. All right, we'll see you guys later. Bye. I gotta exit everything one by one.
Okay.
Okay, bye YouTube.